All right.
Cool.
Okay. So I was confused by that, but we're all good. I think we're live now. Um. So yeah, I can see it. I have excellent connection. Thank you, Net Cafe Internet. Wonderful for that. And yeah, okay, cool. So I can see everything, and that's very good. So anyway, okay, why don't you? So
Mm.
people will watch the VOD of this at some point, most likely.
Oh,
Um,
right.
but also, like, even though we don't have any viewers right now, we're going to probably reintroduce ourselves multiple times as a result. But
Sure.
real quick, why don't you, for the VOD viewers, introduce yourself?
Yes. Well, my name is William, believe it or not.
Oh,
And yeah, I'm a member of the Haruhi Translation Club along with Yonko here, and my role in the club. I've been a member since 2022, since about the second half of 2022, I think. I can't
yeah.
quite remember.
Uh,
And
Wait,
basically,
really? Was it? Is that first half
I
of
think so.
2022? It's gotta be, right?
It might have been the first half. Yeah, you're right. It might have been
Yeah.
the first half. I think it was like May or something. Actually, thinking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
my role in the club is I do basically graphic design. I do proofreading, and I do a bit of like tool development and ROM hacking in C sharp development, which is what we're gonna Yonko will be
Yeah.
doing on stream today.
Are you calling
And
me
yeah,
Yonko, sir? Are you calling me Yonko over there?
is that is that not
It's
how you pronounce
Jonko,
it?
bro. It's Jonko. It's a hard
Oh.
J. It's a hard J.
I'm
It's.
sorry. I've always called you Yonko,
Oh my
like
god,
a silent
Yonko.
J.
No, no,
Oh.
Yonko is the Dutch word for a joint. That's what that is.
Oh, is
That's
it?
a weed. Yeah, it's a weed joint. Yeah. No, you gotta call me Jonko to clarify.
Oh, I can do
It's
with
not
some
that.
Yonko. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here,
No.
I'm also
Okay.
gonna.
Great. Great. Great.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually.
um.
Do you think this is appropriate for progress updates? Probably not. I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
uh, we're live now. Come through if you're interested. And I'll
But
just
yeah.
yeah,
No. That's me, and that's me
yeah,
in the Haruhi Club. Outside the
yeah,
Haruhi Club, I love Nintendo systems, and especially
yeah,
obscure Nintendo games. I'm a big fan of obscure like third party and first party Nintendo
yeah.
titles. And I've written games for the Nintendo DS. I'm a big fan of what they call these shovelware tie-in
Mm,
games
mm,
that they
mm.
used to make in the 2000s. Like how you'd walk out into well, in the UK, you'd walk into an HMV or you'd walk into the video shop, and they would have they have the DVDs available for your favorite
Yeah,
kids movies, like, and then they would have the video game versions of them, and they ranged from a bit crap to actually quite interesting, and like care had been put into them. So
yeah,
you had these sort of titles that would come out, and no one would pay any attention to them. They would not get any attention at all. No one would care. They would get barely any mainstream coverage.
yeah,
Um, but they'd existed, and there were a lot of them, and they made money. Otherwise, they wouldn't make them. This was
yeah,
before mobile games and iPhones and whatnot.
yeah,
Um, but so anyway, I've sort of developed this fascination for these games, and as the sort of ROM hacking scene has developed, I've kind of enjoyed sort of making my own versions of these games for more
yeah,
modern franchises and so forth. So there was a meme going around Twitter a few years back about Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, is very serious crime drama, amazing, critically acclaimed, just like a lot of those films that would get these adaptations were back in the
yeah.
day. And I thought, let's make Breaking Bad for the Nintendo DS. Um, so that's what I did, and I documented it in a video, and it's on my channel. I did a smaller project for Better Call Saul the summer before that. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I do. I also do Minecraft projects. It's kind of my main thing. I develop all that, and it's all on my
Yeah.
website and whatnot. But
Oh yeah.
that's
Speaking
my
of website,
background.
you undersold yourself in the club. You do, yes, you do our graphics, you do
Oh yeah.
proofreading, you do all that stuff. You also developed our entire website, like
Yeah.
from the ground
Yeah.
up, and as
Fun.
a result of that, developed a significant amount of the Anime Game Translations website since they forked our website to build theirs. So
Yes, I did see
yeah,
that. That's very
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
exactly,
I'm very very happy about that. That's
yeah,
great that we see that.
yeah,
Um, yeah. Well, I suppose maybe it's your job to give a little introduction,
yeah.
catch up on the old serial loops,
Okay,
some of the
yeah,
projects you've been working on.
sure, yeah. So Will and I, so first of all, I just wanted to mention when Will joined the call a second ago, this was something that I said, which was that this is the first time that we have ever talked on voice chat concurrently, like like synchronous chat, truly. But the other thing I'm realizing now is this is possibly the first time any two members of the Haruhi Translation Club have talked synchronously,
Mm.
with the exception
Yeah.
of me and my ex, who technically is a member of the club as well. But like generally speaking, I think that like of the like the big project lead type people, I think that we're the only two that have now done this, which is fascinating. I need to get more people. I need to get Millie on here, dude. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have like a
Yeah.
show. I'm gonna have like a show for the Haruhi Translation Club. This is the show, and we're just gonna
We're
bring
quite
guests
a
on.
we've quite a global team, really. We've got people
Yeah,
from from Italy, and then we've got Millie from the UK as well, and Issy, I think, America as
New
well.
York, New York.
New York, New York. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, so we've got East Coast, West Coast,
Yeah,
UK, Italy. We've got all over the place.
we got
Some Japan.
Australia.
Yeah,
We don't have we had a
we
guy
had
from
someone from Japan.
Japan, but I think he has not participated in a little while. But that's nothing.
Yeah,
No shade there. Just saying. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
we
yeah.
have someone from Australia. We have Let's Play Haruhi from Australia.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. They did those videos
yeah,
playing
yeah,
through
she's
the
very cool.
CCOs.
We do love her. So yeah, we have a whole nice little group of folks actually, which is really great. Actually, I don't know. We've built a really cool team. I feel like over the several years, and we've done it all very randomly. I feel like it's
Mm.
we have a ton of talented people, but like we haven't like sought out like I don't know. I've done a couple of recruitment drives, I guess, but like the
Yeah.
main people that participate have all been like I found you because you were trying to hack Heiratsu on the
Mhm.
Zentax like forums back when Zentax existed, which is an amazing thing. You're
God.
gonna be able to say back when romhacking.net existed now, which is
Oh
insane to
no.
me. I know.
Oh, there's some real
Yeah.
drama behind that. Have you read about
Oh,
that?
oh,
Goodness.
dude, I was there.
Goodness gracious me, Jonko. Jonko.
Yes,
With a
Junko.
J.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I have read all about it. And I'm in the Discord for ROM hacking. And now I'm just romhack.ing because that's what they've replaced it with.
Yeah.
Since now, yeah, now you can go romhack.ing and you get romhack.ing indeed, yes. And so now they have like this database thing. They're still working on it, but it's coming along pretty well. Um, as far as like being able to host translations and all that kind of stuff on it. So I mean, like basically the Discord and Twitter staff, I believe they're the same people. Have been there's drama between them and the website staff and all this stuff. So anyway, the Discord staff
Mm.
has taken over making this romhack.ing site, and so that's
Yeah.
what's going on there. But that's going to be, by the way, that's a preview of what this entire stream is going to be like, which is to say that it's going to be us going off
Rambling.
topic and rambling about various
Yeah.
side stories and things like that, which will be great. So let me briefly talk about what you suggested I talk about, which is this little bad boy. So this is serial loops. In a moment, I kind of like overstated my case here. It's not quite serial loops yet. It's just a picture. Okay, there we go. Now this. Oh, actually, Will, I think I can probably share my screen with you, so you don't have to watch the more
Yeah, I'm a
lagged
bit
version.
behind. No?
Yeah, here, let me do
Yeah.
that in this channel here. I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, this. And I
I'll
can
just have the
share it
chat
at
open.
this rate, and then, yeah, you can just do that. Nice. Okay,
Great.
perfect. Excellent.
There it is.
Yeah, perfect. So this is Serial Loops. So,
Well, that was Serial Loops.
yeah, this was Serial Loops. True, true. Yeah, this was Serial Loops. So, Serial Loops. Okay, let's go back a little ways here and
Yeah.
step in our figurative time machine. So basically, when I started this project, and I say I somewhat generously, it was me initially. It was Cerber who actually wanted to. Oh, sorry, man lad dude. Yes. And now he is man lad dude. It was man lad
Alright.
dude who initially set out to create this project of translating Suzumiya Haruhi no Chokuretsu into English, and Russian as well at the time. And so when I helped pick it up and get it going and all that kind of stuff, I started off hacking Chokuretsu, and this was not the first game I had hacked, but it was now, as a result of having spent so much time on it, it is the most in depth I had ever hacked a game. And as I was starting to discover more and more um, things about how Chokuretsu worked and all of its internals and all of that kind of stuff, as I discovered more and more about Chokuretsu, I realized, hey, I could probably write like a Lunar Magic type editor for this game, and like that would be weird to do. Like it doesn't make sense really to do that, but like I wanted to try doing it. So basically, I approached Will about doing this. I said, "Hey, Will, would you like to help me with like UI work because I suck at that?" And Will said, "Yes, absolutely." And so we together have created something I think quite magical. Like you can go in here and you can hit this little button, and it instantly plays the theme music from the title screen of the game, and I think that's beautiful, and yeah, we have all of the backgrounds in here. Oh, that's not one that's cool, but this one's cool. I don't know.
Mm.
And then we have all sorts of things that you can view in here. We divided everything up into items, which is just the way that we decided to sort through how to edit the game. And then we have the thing that is the talk of the town, the what is the topic of the day, the soup
Yeah.
du jour, if you will.
The, the biggest feature of the anime.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, and also is the main point of this stream, which is the script editor
Yeah.
here. So
Mm.
the script editor, let's actually pick this one. Probably is a good one to start with. So the script editor basically is Chokuretsu is a visual novel at its core. It has some other elements like the puzzle elements and the fact that there's a bunch of like chess puzzles for reasons that we don't really understand yet because we haven't translated
Yeah.
episode 5 yet. I mean, Millie understands probably if you're watching Millie. Millie
Yeah.
knows. But like the rest of us who haven't read that far don't know exactly why there's chess puzzles yet.
Yeah.
But
Designed by someone famous who's
yeah,
famously good at chess in Japan,
an
by the way.
actual
It's
chess
like
master.
very
Yeah.
strange. Very strange.
I know, right? Like literally they brought someone in. Like they brought an expert in for
Yeah.
this game to make chess puzzles for it. It's so
We've
strange.
translated the credits as well. We've done the
Yes.
credits, and but it's
Yes.
just that it's like we've sort of I've gone along and I've seen these graphics with
Yeah.
these chess puzzle graphics
Yeah.
and instructions. It's all very detailed, and we just haven't found it yet. When's this happening? But it's in the final chapter.
Yeah. I mean, you can even see we have our chess tutorial background here. Beautiful. And we have various system textures of various chess things, systex chess stuff. So like we have there's a lot of chess things. Oh, we even have some topics in here. Fascinating. The Mikuru. Wait, what does this one say? The
The
Mikuru
Mikuru
invincibility.
invincibility.
Oh, scheme, because I typed CHE, and so okay, that's why it shows
Ah,
up. I was like, okay, well, okay, let's type chess. There we go. So anyway, yeah. So the script editor, basically, because it's a visual novel at its core, um, it has, in order to simplify the process of creating scenes in the visual novel, the developers of the game developed a scripting engine. And so every single scene in the game is defined in one of these scripts. And basically, the way a scripting engine works is that you have a series of commands with parameters that get passed to those commands that then do things, are interpreted by the scripting engine in order to do things. And so the reason you use a scripting engine is so that you don't have to manually program every single step in the for each scene. Instead, you have like a quick language you can write, that then will do things like, instead of having to call the specific DS functions for fade screen out, fade screen in, the specific SDK functions to draw text to the screen every single time, you just call fade in, fade out, dialogue, whatever. And so you can see here, if you look at the screen here, we have like, this is the first scene here. So it pops up, and before the screen even fades in, it starts the background music, sets the place apparently to not display, sets this episode header to display, sets the Haruhi meter to 9, which is the full position, I think. Yeah, actually, it is the full position. That's very interesting. I hadn't
yeah.
thought about it. Yeah, because it's 100%. It starts at 0, which is 10%, and it goes to 100%, which is 9. So I hadn't really thought that it does that, but it does do that. And then it has displays this background, fades the screen in, plays this initial sound effect that is iconic. Yeah, there we go. Incredible.
There's a slap.
Yeah, a little bit of a slap there. Shakes the screen, and then starts off with dialogue. There's Haruhi coming out and saying some dialogue things. So this is what the scripting engine does. And so then this here is an editor for all of those scripts. So the developers had something similar to this, most likely, and we've developed a thing that does whatever their tool did, but maybe even better, actually. Like, I don't know. Like, they were doing this in 2008, probably, so...
We have no idea what their tooling was for this game. It could have looked very different.
Yeah.
It could have been more visual. I see a lot of tools in that they use for this sort of thing are often kind of flowcharty. They often kind of
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how it would be structured. Yeah, I think it's a shade engine, isn't it? It's the same engine they used.
Yes.
It's the DS version of the Shade engine. The Shade being the company, if you're not aware, who manufactured, sorry, who developed an engine that was quite popular in these games. I think they're later they're now owned by Marvelous, and they were kind of absorbed
Yeah.
into Marvelous Entertainment in
I
Japan.
think they were even owned by Marvelous. Well, they were owned by AQ at the time, weren't they? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then
had
AQ became
Marvelous,
Yeah.
right? And they still make Marvelous. I said earlier about how they don't make these sort of games even in Japan anymore. But I guess Marvelous are kind of the weird exception. They still sort of make these games, and Marvelous do.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was gonna say, like, there are some that get made. Like, we had the Spy Family game that came out recently that is
Yes, yeah, there is
charming.
that. Yeah, I've saw some clips of that. It looked
Yeah.
quite surprisingly fun. Yeah, they do the odd fighting game, don't they, as well? I think there's
Yeah.
a few, especially for the Shonen Jump
Yes,
series. They do
the
that.
shonen games, yeah. The fighting games
Yeah.
are much less interesting to me personally. Having
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did. This is my first, not my first, sorry. This is these last couple of weeks of streaming have been my first time streaming under the name of Jonko. But I did do a stream under my real name, like, how many years ago? It was 2020, so it was 4 years ago. It was over the Memorial Day weekend, and I decided to play every single Sailor Moon game ever made.
Oh God.
And yeah, I did it
Amazing.
over. I took a couple of days, and I actually managed to. I had a whole
Even like
spreadsheet. Oh, which one?
you did the Italian only
I did the Italian only
sub-platforming
one.
game for the DS.
I did the
You did it.
Italian only one.
Amazing.
Yeah, I did the
Brilliant.
Italian only one, and then I went and translated it like a year and a half later.
Oh yeah, of course you did. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, that was me. That was me.
yeah.
Yeah, it was me
I
and
see.
Coco
Now it makes
Tomcat.
sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
that was where the inspiration for doing it came from, was that I streamed all of these, some of them great, some of them horrible games.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and so the only ones I didn't manage to stream were the ones for the Pladia, which also explains
Of
perhaps the
course.
interest in the Pladia, right? So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, but for the most part, every single Sailor Moon game was streamed that day, including like the silly ones for like the Sega Pico and things like that.
Hmm.
But my point was that even like the beat 'em up side scrollers were more interesting to me than the pure fighting games. Like I know, not a knock against, like, people enjoy fighting games, and that's fine. But for me personally, like, I don't know, like, I feel like the
No,
people
I
that, yeah,
agree. I agree. The thing with the fighting game is that you have to have a very refined set of mechanics. The really good
yes,
fighting games are the ones that have longevity, like Smash or like
yeah,
Tekken or
yeah,
something like that. Whereas you can't have that level of fine. You don't have the time. The developers never has the time, or all about the novelty of fighting as the character from your favorite series. It's not about fine tuning the mechanics, and that
yeah,
may lead to an bit of franchise media, but it doesn't lead to a game with a lasting impact. And I suppose that's sort of why these Haruhi games stand out to me, and I suppose you as well, because they have their own story. They expand
yeah,
on the story. They're faithful to the original series and the
yeah,
source material, of which I love the Haruhi source material. It's an amazing novel series and an
yep,
incredible anime by KyoAni. Um, and they expand on that, and it has its own scenarios. Um, the DS one is less ambitious, in fact, than even the other one, the Heiretsu one and
yeah,
Tomodoy, which go crazy places. They really go some incredible places, and they're very polished games,
yeah,
and it's kind of it's not the impression you have when you hear about a Haruhi Suzumiya piece of spin-off media from the 2000s. You think,
yeah,
oh, that'll be a load of rubbish, wouldn't it? But
yeah,
no, it's there's effort put into it, and it's
yeah,
interesting because effort in a place where you don't expect it, and
exactly, yeah,
it's good stuff. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean the Wii one's got very expensive looking cutscenes and
yeah,
rigging and environments and but I mean yeah,
yeah,
we've lost the train of thought which was on the editor. Um, Basically, yeah, Jonko showed you the editor
yeah,
in our I mentioned earlier that was the serial loops.
yes,
Jonko showed you the script editor in the Eto Forms version of serial loops, which was
yes.
the original version that we were developing up until a couple months ago. But
Has it been a
we
couple
ran into a lot.
months?
It has been a couple months.
Oh my god.
Um, but basically, we spent a lot of time developing for Eto is a cross-platform framework for developing UI, basically, and we were very keen from the get-go to make this cross-platform. I
Yes.
work on Windows most of the time, but I also work on my Mac.
Yeah.
Some of our folks in our Discord use Linux, so we wanted it to work on all the platforms.
Yep.
So I went with Eto, and Eto is quite close to the metal in the sense that you are building. It's a very thin layer
Mm,
above
mm.
native forms. It just sort of wraps calls for each
Yeah.
platform, um, and it's very buggy. There's a
Yes.
lot of bugs with a lot of elements. It's
Yeah.
very verbose. There's no XML,
Yeah.
which actually is a good thing in some ways, but it
Yeah.
means that our we write
Yeah.
a lot of very long
Hmm.
visual definition classes
Yeah.
um,
Which
for the
we
UI layer.
Yeah, in fairness, we wanted that at the beginning because we were
We
like,
did.
XML scary. XML so
Yeah.
scary.
It is a bit still. I still
It is,
maintain
yeah.
some of these binding stuff is a
Yes,
bit
it is,
nutty.
yeah.
But long story short, we kind of Eto doesn't really have the adoption
Yeah,
or the support, so we moved
yeah.
to something which does, which is Avalonia, which is
Yeah,
very popular.
exactly,
So we've
yeah.
been moving, basically we've been porting everything to Avalonia, and as we said, the script editor being the most complex part of serial loops, the most intricate, also was the most buggy part of the
Yes.
Eto Forms version of serial loops. Lots of
Yeah.
bugs with lots of with UI stuff in particular, dragging around scripting elements,
Yeah. And the copy paste
doing all
stuff
that
is
sort of thing.
so bad right now. I can't believe we released
Mm,
it that way, honestly. I signed
mm.
off on it and I was like, yeah, this works, and then I go and tried to use it a couple times and I was like, "Oh my God. Like what is
Yeah,
happening with copy
it didn't.
paste?"
Well, we tested it in isolation, and we never
Yeah, we
quite
did.
had the chance to test it
Yeah.
in action, and it really
Yeah.
breaks down very quickly when you use it in
It
action.
does, yeah.
And I don't know exactly why, but but fundamentally,
Yeah.
the way copy paste works is that it sort of attaches a binary blob
Yeah,
to your so like the
clipboard.
Windows
Yeah.
SDK
Yes.
clipboard API, which is very strange
Yes.
and very bad. Really, we should be storing that in our app and then referencing it or something. But
Yeah.
anyway, that wasn't happening basically.
Yeah.
Um, um,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
So
no, yeah, no. It's I was going to show maybe real quick. I was going to show how buggy it was. Like I just kind of show some of the
yeah, go
issues.
on.
Yeah, I so
This is
like
my fault, by the way, in case you
it's
asked.
not
I did
your
this.
fault, sir. Sir, I was
uh,
equally responsible for the bugs of the script editor, at least, having written
yeah.
a significant portion of the script editor as
Oh
well.
gosh. Yeah.
Like you did a lot of cleaning up of my horrible UX. Like, yes, you
Yeah.
implemented copy paste. That is true. So that one is your fault. You get to have that one. You can take that one for
Yeah.
sure. But like a lot of these like weird like I don't know. There's a lot of weird issues just generally, and like especially with like I think one of the issues that we had was like the slowness of having our Skia Animal Crossing.sl proj. Do you want to see it? I'll show it to you in a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
Um,
on.
so uh so we have oh, I will in a second when I open up the Avalonia version. I'll do that, I think.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because it does share all of the other stuff. There's a lot. Anyway, what I was gonna say was there's a lot of weird issues. The big one is this. If I copy this dialogue here, which you can't see me doing it. Oh, actually, maybe I can make. Yeah, I can do that. Look at the little icons that Will made. They're so cute.
Ooh, I think the right click context menu copy paste works better than the CV
Does
the
it?
shortcut. I think
Okay.
they're actually different triggers or something.
Oh my god, that's insane if that's the case. So,
Yeah.
okay, so I did
Oh
it's
yeah.
time, and here's its time.
Yeah,
And
it doesn't work. It's
now,
Kyon for some reason.
yeah, Kyon instead of Haruhi. But then also, in addition to that, I think if I do this, hello,
Yeah,
I
it edits the
am
other one, doesn't
Kyon.
it?
Yeah, I think it goes, yep, it edits the other one
Yeah.
too.
It's
So,
not
yeah,
properly dereferenced and
yeah,
duplicated or
exactly.
something. And
Yeah,
it's the problem is of course, right, fixing that bug, you think, okay, well, go to where the copy paste logic
yeah,
is and make sure you actually clone the object with a
yeah.
clone in C# instead of just re-referencing it.
But
But
we
it's
do that.
so tied up. Well, we do,
Yeah,
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 but it's so tied up in
yeah.
the UI code in particular. It's
Yes,
just a mess. That's why
exactly.
I'm rewriting it in Avalonia. That's what
Yeah.
Jonko is doing.
Oh my God, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
it's a change
Yeah,
from
no,
that.
so
I'm
I
to
am
get used
I
to that.
am doing that. And actually I am not the only one doing it. We have a whole set of people who have been working on porting to Avalonia, including you, sir, soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
These
yeah. Well, I've
yeah.
been doing a bit.
You've been
I've been
reviewing
I've
PRs at least. Yeah, yeah, no.
yeah.
You did
It's been
yeah,
a
yeah.
while since I've had a chance to work on it.
Yeah.
But I did do a bit of UI a
Yeah,
few
you
weeks
did.
ago.
You did. What did you work on again? It's been a little while.
I
I
did
forgot.
I I did some of the options menu stuff.
Ah,
So I
yes, that's right.
reworked
Yeah,
that,
the
fixed that up.
project stuff. Yeah, I'll show that off in a sec. So yes, you wanted to
Yeah.
see Animal Crossing. So this now, so the other thing, so Ado, in addition to having that kind of buggy, like everything tied up in the UI code is like really a part of the big part of it. So one of the things that we're doing here is we're shifting to a model view model format. So all of
Yep.
our UI code is now in, I will show real quick. It's in these little XAML XML style little forms here. And then these things have bindings here that you can see here to various things in these view model classes that we have. And so, just
Yep.
for people not super familiar with this format, which I'm assuming is probably many of you, um, the basic idea is that you want to keep your UI code and you want to keep your views, as in your UI definitions, separate from your functionality. And the reason for that is that if you tie up those two things too much, you end up with tons of UI bugs, especially cross-plat, because you're relying on like deep functionality of a particular platform. Like basically, a way to put it is a way that I saw like someone say very hyperbolically: there are no cross-platform UI frameworks. UI is an extension of the operating system. Um,
Mm.
and so if you manage to, you get the one way to circumvent that is to separate out the UI and the actual functionality, and have them connect with a thin layer to each other. Um,
Correct.
and so that's
Yeah.
what we're doing here. And then the other thing that I was going to mention is that Avalonia has a bunch of things that are supported out of the box that Ado just doesn't have yet. And again, that's like, as Will was saying, that's a result of support. But also it's a result, which do you think is better? MV, do you think there's a heart covering it. Will, can you read the chat for me real quick?
Uh, what do you think's better, MVC, model view controller, or model
Ah,
view model?
that's such a good question. I am going to say that model view controller makes more sense in a web development environment, and
Yeah.
model view model makes more sense in a desktop development environment. That's
That's
not
how
a
I
very hot
learnt it.
take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you build a backend app, you have a model view controller, so you have the model doing stuff with the data,
Yeah.
the database objects. Then you have the view being the accessors for that stuff,
Yes.
and the
And the
controller being handling incoming actions
yes.
against that stuff,
Yeah,
basically.
and then with the desktop app instead, like we still have obviously the model, which in our case is not a database, it's rather
Mm.
accessing like the files from the ROM, right? So, but those are the model. That's actually one of the really nice things is we already, I think it was your idea, Will, to make sure we separated out the serial loops.lib project from the the regular serial loops project.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe. Yeah.
and that made it so that we can take our models from the Ado project over into this new Avalonia world, which is saving us so
What a
much time.
godsend.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
really
saved us
was.
porting like the other half, basically half the
Yeah,
app.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah. And so
Redoing it.
that was really good at least. But then basically with this one, you have your view model and your view. And I think that because the issue is controllers are designed for handling, as you mentioned, like incoming connections and more of a like, I don't know. I think of them in a web context, basically. I'm not a web
Mm.
programmer, so that's part of why I can't speak to it as much. But the view
Yeah.
model stuff makes sense on a desktop framework at least, because for me at least, I think of the view model as my uh, way of it's just a connection between the model class and the it's like it's the layer between the model and the view, right? Like that's why they call it the view model. It's very very straightforward that way. But basically it just provides you with a place to put your UI code that still keeps it separate from the models, so the models can be their own thing, but then also is separate from the view itself. So like I said, it doesn't make as much sense for the web, where you are doing all sorts of other functionality, and that's why you have the controllers, presumably. But it
Mm.
makes great sense in a desktop environment where all you're doing is handling people, like you're not handling like a billion different connections coming in at once or whatever, So, that's my take. Ninja Raven's other channel. Do you have anything you want to add to that, Will?
No, I think you hit it spot on. I wrote
Oh,
a
thank you.
backend for a website. Oh, look at everyone involved in that. I wrote a
I know,
backend for
right?
a website last month. I redid my website system.
Oh, you're
I
so
used
cool.
Spring Boot
Spring
for that.
Boot, incredible.
Yeah, well, I'm a Java. I'm Java. You're a C
True,
sharp.
true, true.
Um, and yeah, I did MVC for that. It's backend.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
then my website uses www
Oh,
structure, which is William William
worldwide.
William William, because I do not have one. No, well, it just uses
It's
the
not
nuts, which is
worldwide,
just
William.
JavaScript. No,
Oh,
no,
damn.
whatever William wants, whenever.
Whatever
Uh,
William wants, whenever. I love that. That's beautiful.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. No. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but Avalonia, yeah, it's been good so
yeah.
far. I was very
It has
scared by
been.
the XML, but it's worked. There's been a
Yeah.
few points related to like
Yes.
third-party add-ons for Avalonia,
Yes.
like some sticking points with stuff like the tabs, which I think we fixed, and then
More or
there's a
less.
couple other
There's still
things as
some
well.
stuff I want to do with the tabs, but like more or less they're fixed, I think. I think
Yeah.
actually like one thing that I was going to say when we get to the tabs, like honestly the 8.0 tabs being different sizes actually bothered me. So like even though it doesn't like the Avalonia tabs are not
Oh yeah.
perfect, I do like that they are mono width. Like I do like that actually. We can change that if I decide I don't like that later, but like right now I like that.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say was there was other bugs. So one of the things, one of the issues with 8.0 also was that it uses GTK sharp for the Linux port. So like the Windows uses WPF, which is fine, and the Mac uses Mono Mac, which is fine. It's kind of deprecated now, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Both are. I think there's WinUI 3 as well, and Windows which
yes,
doesn't support.
yes.
Um.
Um, well, WPF is not deprecated. We're still Microsoft is still actively developing WPF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, done. Anyway, so
Monomac is definitely dead though.
Monomac
Apple
is
want you to
definitely dead.
use
Monomac is definitely dead. You're
whatever.
supposed to use Maui now, right?
Swift GUI.
Oh,
Swift GUI.
Swift GUI. Got it.
No,
Got
Maui is the worst product Microsoft makes.
it.
I had to use that. Oh, hate
Hey,
that thing.
Teams exist. Microsoft Teams exists. So,
That's true. Oh, my
yeah,
work PC, they made me change
yeah.
all my Microsoft Teams. This new one keeps blooming crashing.
It's really
Anyway,
bad, man. It's really bad.
Macport's good.
Oh, is it? Okay, good to know. So, in any case, so there was a bunch of issues with GTK Sharp in particular. GTK Sharp is definitely not really a thing anymore. One of the things that it had was this issue of basically it's on GTK 3, GTK 4 is the modern GTK, and so there's a whole bunch of things that don't work as a result of that. So one of them was this one here: drop downs don't have type to search on Linux. So normally when you open a drop down, you can then type and like it will go to the position in the drop down, right? And that doesn't happen on the Linux port of for 8.0. We had this one bit where there was like 8.0 has this like tab control thing that is very bespoke to 8.0. Like they build it specifically for Mono Mac and Windows at least. They built out their own specific tab control system. And then on Linux, they use the built-in GTK tab control system. And for that, basically like their bespoke system didn't work the way I thought it should. So like for example, when you right click on a tab, like for context menu, you could actually right click anywhere inside the entire editor and the context menu would come up for the tab. And I hated that. And also you couldn't like middle click to close tabs and all this stuff. So anyway, and then the last thing was we didn't have custom themes. 8.0 didn't support custom themes. So what reminded me of that was that when I opened this up, immediately we can see this as a dark mode. and that's beautiful.
We should say though that so Eto targeted a look that looked as platform native as you could get.
Yes, that is true.
WF was platform native on Windows, and WPF does not support dark mode without
Yes.
custom theming. And then macOS looked great actually because Monomac targets Mac native bindings, and that looked
Yes.
good. But then GTK on Linux is just kind of its own thing, and
It looks awful.
GTK's shot.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good on Linux. And if
Yeah.
Fuyuko is watching, I can tell her that her little like wrapper for Linux that makes her box look like it's running Windows 98 makes our app look worse objectively. So thank you for that one.
Yeah.
But yes. So in any case, this is Avalonia version. It already looks, in my opinion, better. It looks very, very nice. It still, we managed to maintain all of the stuff that we wanted to maintain from Avalonia, or from Edo rather, for like this home screen and all that stuff. We have our preferences dialogue here. That was a little slow to open. Interesting. But
I worked on that last though.
you did not. You're fine. So we got like our we had Exxon implement these font things in here. I was thinking about maybe making the fonts actually display what the font looks like have the font rendered in that font. I might do that at some point.
Right, yeah.
And then we have projects, we have build, yada yada yada. It's great. It's all very nice. And then yeah, let's open up animalcrossing.slproj and see what's gonna happen. It's not that exciting. I'm gonna tell you like the main thing that is in animalcrossing.slproj is music replacements. I have the entire Animal Crossing New Horizons soundtrack on this computer, and I started replacing. This was while I was testing the background music editor. I started replacing it with Animal Crossing music. And I mean, that's beautiful, you know, like, here we go. Let's just open this up and see what we got. Yep, welcome Horizons air check. So as a result, if we, by the way, we can just like quickly show off. Oh, wait, I haven't set an emulator path yet. Oh my God, and it just pops it. That's so nice.
I forgot I did that.
Yeah, that's a lovely little thing that we did here. So let's go to my portable apps, and we're gonna go into Melon DS and make Melon DS my bad boy. All right. So if we do build and run here, you'll be able to see. Did I not click it properly? Yeah. Okay. There we go. You'll be able to see if we build and run here. You'll be able to hear that I replaced all of the music in the game with Animal Crossing music. I tried to make it as thematically appropriate as possible. Hopefully this doesn't get me copyright flagged. I feel like if there's any music that will be copyrighted, it might be the Animal Crossing music. But so anyway, this is an older version of the ROM as well. Oh, that's loud. So that music is not changed, obviously. But oh, how lovely! And then we can go in. I know, it's like it works well for the title screen. And then yeah, we have our cicadas, obviously, but then we go in here. Oh, we're funky now. I don't know why.
Very fitting music.
Thank you.
Who was it a while ago? I think it was Millie who went through and swapped out every track in the game for the equivalent of the original anime soundtrack.
Yeah, that was Millie.
And it works really well.
Yeah, Millie was the reason that I implemented this adjust volume
window. Yeah.
So this has to cache the BGM first, is why it takes a little while to load. But once it does that, yeah. So this has this adjust volume thing. I implemented this for Millie because she requested it, and it makes very good sense to do because the music in the game is quite quiet relative to most tracks that you will see. Like if we were to just to show, like this is here. Let's just show off something in here. What is this? Oh, that's still the original. Okay, cool. So, like, if I were to replace this with some other track in here somewhere, we will do Shukubuku.mp. I assumed it was going to be louder. Maybe I just picked a really quiet track for some reason.
Some of the effort that went into making that thing render, making that the waveform render.
Yeah. So we've got okay. I'll just put one of my friends' songs in the game right now. That's what we're gonna do at this exact moment in time. Is we're putting one of my friends' songs in the game. So hopefully I won't get copyright flagged for this. I don't know if they have their music and YouTube content ID. We'll see. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, see, this is very loud. This is a very
Oh,
loud track. This is like a
yeah.
typical. This is very typical for a lot of like production music. Like I feel like, you get it as loud as you can without peaking. Basically, is what they do. So, but if that were to play in the game, it would sound ridiculous. So what we're gonna do here is we drag it down, and we can get it to approximately the level that we want in the game. So one of the things I'm gonna do also with the BGM editor, Will, is I'm gonna add an auto leveling feature that like matches the level of the rest of the songs in the game, basically, like automatically is what I'm gonna try to make it do. Like looks at the peaks or whatever, or the average volume, and then like reduces it to that basically, so that you don't have to do this manually. So that's one of the things I want to do at some point, but I have not yet. I don't know why I just put this non-Animal Crossing music in Animal Crossing.slproj, but that's what I did. But anyway, so yeah, now that the volume's been reduced here, if we are to play this music in a moment, once it replaces the track, there we go. By the way, that song
Lovely.
fucking rules. And
Yeah.
also, okay, see you, Ninja. Have a nice rest of your day. Thanks
Yeah,
for
take care.
joining us. So
Thank
anyway,
you.
I'm gonna show something very cool right now that no one will be able to see, but I'm gonna middle click this tab and it will close. Oh my god. Very cool. So yeah, so we got the BGM editor in here. We have the background editor implemented. Oops. We have the background editor implemented here. So I opened the exact same one that doesn't actually have an image. And so we
It's a
have.
misleading title.
Well, I mean, like it's titled that because that is what it
Oh
would have
yeah,
been. Yeah,
it would
it
have been.
is.
It's been rubbed out, isn't it?
It's or probably just never added to begin with, most likely. Like it was just a
Yeah.
placeholder. Um, but yeah, so it was originally intended to be Bridge Knight, but yeah, it was. It ended up not being that. That ended up not being what it was made to be. So then we've got that. I believe I've implemented character sprites now. Yeah. Yep. So we have character
Oh
sprites and
nice.
they're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
animated. So that's very good. You can do almost everything. You just can't
I
replace
just
them yet
realised
because what's
the
up?
the is large checkbox there is a bit misleading on old Asahina.
Uh, well, I mean, like if it makes you feel better, we can go in and see. There you go. Is large. There you go. Now she's actually large.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I meant
Yeah.
like the adult Asahina. In the novels, they're in
Oh.
brackets is large.
So
Um,
true. Yeah, we don't have an adult Asahina sprite in this
no,
game. I Yeah, we don't have a model of her in Heiratsu either, right? She doesn't show up in
no,
either of those.
no.
Yeah.
I think
I
she is in Tomato. I don't know.
I don't know. She's either in. She's not in
Susio
Suizo.
maybe.
I don't think in Suizo. Maybe she's in Suizo. She might be in Suizo.
Hmm.
Now that I say that, is
Yeah,
she
not
in?
Tomato. Suiso. Yeah.
Yeah, is she in?
Don't
Is
know.
she
That's
in?
that's a.
Here,
I don't
let's
know.
go to TCRF real quick. We're gonna sidetrack. Oh wait, no, no, no. Yeah, no,
Wouldn't be in there, would
it's
it?
not on Spriter's resource. I don't think. Um, let's see. Suzumiya Haruhi no. Uh, I feel like I saw something on here. No, yeah. See, yeah. See, these are all.
Yeah.
That's a unique Asahina outfit to this game. Um, that's kind of cool. But anyway, um,
Yeah. Sorry.
no, you're good. Yeah, I think maybe Spriter's resource might have the Promise was the other one I was thinking of. Yakusoku. Um,
Oh. Yeah.
Yakusoku.
I don't know. There's a lot of Haruhi games. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, here's Yakusoku. It
my,
doesn't look like they
shamisen.
have. Yeah, shamisen right over here. It doesn't look like they have adult Asahina. They have regular Asahina. You can see all of her little outfits and everything that she has in Yakusoku. And apparently they have like, yeah, here's her face sprite.
Oh my
For actually,
god.
I know it's not horrifying to look at, but that's what it's gonna look like when we put
Yeah.
ours up, our version up too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same
Yeah.
thing. So, or whoever wants to, I'm not gonna do it right now. That's for sure. Yeah. So we have anyway. We got backgrounds, BGM, character sprites. Fuyuko right now is working on chibis. I might take over a little bit and help out. We got characters, not yet. We don't have group selections, items, layouts, maps, places, puzzles. I'm working on the scenario editor right now. I have this much implemented so far. That's the current branch I'm on. And actually, I'm going to talk to
I
you a
didn't
little
know that.
bit about how there's a similar problem between the script editor and the scenario editor that I want to see, and
So
if you can help me
what you've
solve.
got there is
Mm.
quite close to what the script editor is like. Because the
Yes,
scenario editor, I think I actually the scenario editor in the
you did.
Eto port. I
You did.
literally just copied the script editor code and just
Really?
duplicated the classes basically.
Oh
It
my
worked a
god, I
lot
didn't
better
realize.
than, if I recall, it worked a lot better than the script editor because it didn't have the
Yes,
copy paste or something. I think or
it did
something like
not
that.
have copy paste. Yeah, so I have not implemented any of these buttons yet, but yeah, like you moved them up and down. We didn't have drag or drop or copy paste, and that
Mm.
definitely helped. But I want to have those, so we can work on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then Fuko implemented the system textures, which they actually look really great too. We got the
Yeah,
nice little
that's good.
palette down here and everything, so that's all good. And then we have that's all that we have. So today, what we're gonna do is work on the script editor as best we can. So like I said, I haven't gotten through the rest of the scenario editor yet. So what we're gonna do first is we're going to go in here and we're going to add and we're gonna do commit and we're gonna do more script, more scenario editor work. Yo, Mr. Taki.
Hey, Mr.
Sup?
Tacky.
Not much, Mr.
Um,
Taki. And then yeah, get push, and then I'm gonna go check out the Avalonia branch, and we're gonna get started on the script editor. 54 minutes into the stream. Uh,
valid.
yeah, it's all good. Script editor Avalonia. Oh wait, I already have a branch for it. Script editor Avalonia. Okay. Not much, Mr. Taki. What's up with you?
Jonko, how do you autocomplete in PowerShell? Because it always gives me those prompts.
Oh, you
Um,
don't know about PowerShell 7 yet, do you?
I do have PowerShell 7.
Oh,
I
how
just
do
don't
you
know how you
turn off?
autocomplete with it.
How do you autocomplete? You hit the right arrow.
Yeah, because it should the right. Ah, I've been trying to press tab and it breaks it every time.
Yeah, no, tab just tabs. But if you hit right arrow, it like actually autocompletes that way.
Wow, that's just moved forward my life by about
Yeah.
a decade. Brilliant.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
That's what these streams are for. It's just
Yeah, exactly.
is
Learning.
support that way. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
In case you people are wondering what I'm working on, by the way, it's
Yeah.
not on stream, but I am currently working on porting something which I worked on towards the end of the Eto port days, which was the save file editor.
Yeah. You were
It's a
so
real
excited
pain
when
to
I
port
dropped the save file editor. You were so excited when I was like,
I love the save file editor.
honestly, that like it's kind of funny
Well, the
because
reason I loved it so
go
much is
ahead.
because we didn't have it.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Hi,
yeah, I mean,
Fuko.
we were
There
relying
is.
on this one file.
Um.
We were relying on this one file that we kept circulating, which contained all of
Yeah.
the unlocks done.
Yeah. We were.
Yeah, hey
It's
Fugo.
true. Hi,
Yeah.
Fuko. So yeah, no, if we open up like serial loops here or whatever, like I'll just show off real quick the save file editor because I am very proud of it. It is very cool. And Will, you should also be very proud of the work you did on it because you made
It's
it
great.
so much better than it was.
I
So
made it look pretty, but yeah, no, it's very good. It's very good stuff. One thing we
yeah,
haven't mentioned, by the way, is that underlying all of this
yeah,
is we have the library, but we also have another library, which is so we have the serial loops library, which is the like kind of
Yeah,
business layer
for serial
for
loops
um
specifically. Yeah.
for serial loops. But then we actually have the the Chokuretsu common library, which
Yes.
provides C# stuff for saving and editing Chokuretsu format
Yeah.
files
And the reason those are separate
and
is because
archives.
the Chokuretsu translation lib is what that one is called, I believe. Or no, Haruhi Chokuretsu
Mm,
lib is the official name. Is part of the Chokuretsu translation utility, which is the translation utility that we use for actually translating the game. So basically,
mm,
it is a common library used both by the translation stuff and by Serial Loops, which is a separate project.
yeah.
So they need to be separate logic. They need to be in separate places rather, but they share logic, so that's why we keep them in like a little package that we can pull in
Yeah.
basically. And then yeah, let's edit a save file real quick and just take a look at that. So if I go in here and I have so many repos. And I go in and I pick one of these saves. We can just choose this one, for example. Yeah, we can see Will did this amazing work here to make it actually look exactly like it looks in game, which is very, very cool, I think.
Mm,
And then we also have in here, you open up. So this is all the save data for this particular save, and it's very cool. So we have all the flags here. You can see all the save data, and then if you go to the quick save down here, we also have, I believe, the exact script position that this was saved in, which is very cool to see all of that. We had to do a bunch of refactoring to make it so that we could do this because before
mm.
this was built into the script editor. So that's one of the things we're going to start from in the script editor this time is
Yeah.
actually doing all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So basically, my plan this time around, and this is actually something I was going to mention to you, is how do you think? Because this is the problem I have, right? And so I was starting with the scenario editor, and I was like trying to figure out how to actually I want to do this. But basically, scenario editor,
Mm,
like you said, it's a very similar concept to the script editor. The scenario has a bunch of commands, and we want to be able to edit each of those commands individually, right? Like when you click on this command, we want this area over here to populate with shit that I can edit, right? Like that's the idea.
yeah. Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
and so the problem I have is I kind of want to do that through like some sort of data template thing, like some sort of binding thing, rather than constructing the UI in code, which is what we'd have to do if we did it on selection changed, right?
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
and so like I
Uh.
know it has to be possible because that's how the tabs work. Like when we open up the
Hmm.
tabs, right? Like they use an underlying editor. Oh my god, someone is like closing a door really hard in this internet cafe that I am in. Anyway, sorry. So when you open up the tabs, right? The tabs are a an item control, and each we actually. So here's the interesting thing, and maybe you can help me with this. I don't know. If
Right.
you go into the
So.
editor tabs panel here, our XAML that we have for it. Oh, I have to close the thing to be able to see it apparently. Um, so basically, okay, no, are you not gonna get it?
IntelliSense. It's
IntelliSense,
IntelliSense
I'm
thing.
gonna continue working, I guess.
You
Uh,
can continue working by staring at this screen.
exactly. I fucking love staring at this screen. It's great. It's my favorite thing to do.
I see what you're saying because yeah. So
Yeah.
you would. Oh, there you go.
Oh no, go
So
ahead.
you
Yeah.
would have to. Yeah. So what each of these are um a tab control.
Yeah.
So
So we have
so
this.
we
Yeah.
load these into a tabs. It's like a tab pane or whatever, which has a bunch
Yeah.
of them, don't we? And then we can reference the XML.
Yeah.
Uh, I think.
So this tab control has two different things. It has an item template, which is what defines the actual tabs at the top, and it has a content template, which is what defines the content of the currently selected tab. Basically,
Let me see.
is how it works. but we don't actually define the content template in here. We just have the item template, and we set that data type to be editor view model. And then somehow, I don't know how I did this. Like, I don't know what I did, Will. I don't know what I did here. But somehow, when we have this item template, and we have it defined with this data, it populates the view with one of these editor views down here in the views.
Yeah,
Um,
I see.
these guys.
Well, that's what we want for the
Yeah.
scripting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Exactly.
Would it be so? What is that extension? What is the C# code that underlines the tabs the tab thing we use on GitHub?
So that is Tabalonia is what it is called.
Tabalonia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tabalonia, like Avalonia with tabs.
So we need to figure out what that's doing basically,
Yeah.
and replicate it. And it might be something. I feel like it is something with templates. Might be something
Yeah.
obvious. I'm just not thinking of.
I agree. Also, do you want to know a fun fact about Avalonia?
Go on.
Would you like to know why it is called Avalonia? Yes, you would. Okay, take a guess. Take a guess.
No
if you
idea.
will. Okay, you have no idea. So WPF when it was in its like
no idea.
yeah, so WPF when it was in its like initial planning phases was called Project Avalon. Was its like its code name basically.
Okay.
And so Avalonia comes from that, similar to how Dolphin gets its name from Dolphin Emulator gets its name from the code name of the GameCube, which was Dolphin. And so similar concept, but just kind of a cool little thing that I like to share with people.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, interesting.
Because Avalonia was basically initially built to be cross-platform WPF was the idea. That's why it uses so much, like, the XAML stuff is entirely, like, ripped straight from WPF, basically. It's that same concept. But they built it to work really well cross-platform, so, you know? So...
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think so. So, here is Tabalonia. I have it up on the screen right now. This is our fork of it, but like it is up to date as far as I know, or at least like mostly up to date. Up to date to the point that it matters. So this is the tabscontrol.xaml, a XAML file here in their little styles thing. And you can see here that it has all of these setter properties, blah, 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 blah. And then it has the template. It defines the template, right? And so it has this control template that is the part content presenter, and it is a content presenter. And it defines all of this stuff. So this is like a style, basically, for it. And I think if we look in one of these other files, it actually defines the specific placement of this. Yeah. So here you can see here we have the control theme, blah, blah, blah. Control template. And you can see we have its little border that it defines here. There's a dock panel, and then there's a top panel, which is where all the tabs get placed, the tab strip placement. And that has the little thumbs, which are the actual like thumbs that you drag around. And then you can see there's an items presenter rather, that I presume is the thing that is presenting the individual tabs, which is why it's an item template, right, in the other thing. And then they actually define the close button on the tabs here. And this is the other part that is for dragging it right, I guess. I don't know. They have like a right and a left drag things. I don't fully understand those, but that's the gist. And then they close the top panels, and they have the content presenter. And the content presenter has this content thing here and content template.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We need to rip out the thing that we need here, which seems to be to do with the content presenter.
I completely agree. It is definitely the content presenter. That is the thing. but also like that's where I get confused, right? Is like we don't define in our code, right? We don't define the content template. We only define the item template. And
Right.
somehow some fucking magic is happening to then define the content template, right? Like and so
Hmm.
oh wait. It's not from the item template. I can say that. 1 second. Let me show you our code in the
Hmm.
view model for this. So we have the editor tabs view model. And so this is where we actually like add tabs, right? And so when we do create tab, you
Yeah.
can see we create the
Big ass
individual
switch
view
case.
models. Yeah, lovely switch case. Got to do it. But we
Yeah.
create the individual view models, right, for each of these things. And then if you look at where we reference this, we literally do editor view model new tab equals create tab, and then we add, if the tab's not null, then we add the new tab, right? And we set the selected tab to be that new tab. So it's creating an object of that view model, right? And so then somehow it knows to use the view that is associated with that view model, but like you could associate multiple views with a view model. So that's where I'm like, I don't how how does it do that? I don't know. I did something
Yeah.
at some point, obviously, and I think seem to have forgotten what it was. Um, but
Yeah. Very
yeah,
interesting. Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, that's where I'm at.
So it's not the case that we can so it seems like we yeah, but I don't know how you bind an entire an entire um template unless you had like like a an if statement with every with every like an in the XAML
Yeah.
uh
Oh, like
every
is
single
it like
template inserted and then
is visible, is
yeah,
visible? Yeah,
like a
yeah,
chain and if else chain with every single,
yeah.
which is
It
I
would be
guess
ugly.
not awful but ugly.
It would be pretty awful in the script editor where we have like 50 something commands. That would be
Yeah, but
unusable.
presumably yeah, you'd have 50, but yeah, it would be ugly, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Also, Gig says I'm driving sent from my
Yeah, I
car.
saw that. Your
That's
car, safe drive, stay
safe
alive.
driving. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's American, so you know.
Yeah,
Um,
the only option. Yeah.
yeah, they're used to texting and driving. Those Americans. I personally ride trains as a definitely non-American. Um,
Mhm. Sure.
currently a resident of okay, not a resident. Currently residing in a different country that is not
Yeah.
America. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, not a resident, but I am residing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hold our train system in the UK to that high regard. It's a bit of a pain and very expensive, but
yes,
yeah,
well, you know,
we do have it. This is what
uh,
we use daily.
God save Margaret Thatcher. Um,
Now you
so
know
yeah,
she
hit
did.
me.
Okay, we're not. Okay, let's later.
Yes, yes.
It's
I know,
John
I know.
Major who
Oh, really?
yeah, he privatized the trains.
Oh, yeah, right. She
Uh,
didn't. You're totally right. She did not.
she's the one thing she didn't do. She did
Yeah,
a lot of other
she
things.
thought that was a bridge too far. She thought that was too far. You're
Yeah,
right. You're totally right. I forgot that about her.
yeah.
That's a very fun Margaret Thatcher fact, actually.
Fact.
Um,
Yeah, there's a
uh,
little.
yeah, yeah. And then she was like, if we privatize British Rail, it will be the end of the Tories or something like that. Is what she said. And then
Yeah,
they went and did it
they did it,
anyway.
and they ended pretty quickly after
Yeah.
that.
Indeed,
Um,
indeed. Yeah. I mean, that's when we had Blair, right? That was that one.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
97. Yeah,
Yeah. Damn.
exactly.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh boy,
Yeah, gotta
politics.
love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean if it's not a Jonko stream if we don't talk British politics,
No,
right? Yeah. Yeah.
wow, British politics. I see. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
American
yeah.
politics are too sensitive for me. I can talk British politics all day. Uh,
I thought
um,
you'd be having the Camelot yard sign out or something. Anyway, right.
not anymore, man. After that convention, ugh, I was a really big when they first
uh,
announced it, I was real coconut pilled. Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
was fully on board, and the
yeah.
convention has really cooled my enthusiasm. Still gonna vote for
Really?
her. Still gonna vote for, but my
Yeah.
enthusiasm has cooled significantly for sure.
I thought when the Orange Man got shot a few months ago, that was it. I thought
I thought
America
we
was
were fucked,
cooked.
man. I thought we were
Yeah.
so fucked. I was in
Yeah.
Japan when that happened, and I remember I
I thought
was
yes,
in
America's
a
ended.
yeah, I was in a like cafe that is pretty left leaning in Tokyo. It's like very like LGBTQ friendly and like all that kind of, like all the
Mm.
clientele were very much that way. And they were like, "Oh, I heard, people were telling me like, "Oh, I heard like this happened." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm really sad about that." And they were like, "Oh, why? Why?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm sad that he missed." Like like this is like like we had a chance here. We had a chance here, and now because they didn't, I was like, he's gonna win for sure. We're so cooked. And then no one
No,
cared about it a
man,
week
there's
later.
pictures.
No one cared about it a week later. Like no one gave a
Well, I
shit.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I think yeah, didn't quite capitalize on it, and I suppose as
yeah,
well, Biden quit, didn't he? And then
yeah. Because that was
and
the thing is that Biden quit then, like almost like a week or
everyone
two
stole the
later,
news, didn't it?
and it just took over the news. And so I thought we were cooked with that photo, like 100%. I thought we were cooked. But yeah, no, like it just and the thing I see on Twitter a lot, people talking about is how maybe that broke his brain. That like he is living in a Christmas Carol right now because
Yeah,
he's like seeing like how like if he were to die,
close he
like
came
hundreds
to
of people
death.
wouldn't
Yeah,
celebrate his death, and then like just everyone moves on and doesn't care. Like that's a horrifying thing to happen to a person. Like if that happened to me, that would break my brain for sure. Like that would be
sure.
awful to
Yeah, yeah.
experience. Like to see like just how despised you are as a person. Like that would be horrifying.
Fascinating. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah. When you saw the blooming picture and it
yeah.
was just artistic. It was like
It was. It was.
anything
It
like it. It's
was.
astonishing.
Yeah. I mean, like I saw people comparing it to like the Iwo Jima photo and stuff like that, and like like very
Yeah, like all
patriotic
that
kind
stuff,
of.
lifting of the
Yeah.
flag or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Similar concept, for sure, and like I can 100% see how that would be potentially influential, but it wasn't. So good, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I thought we
dodged a
were so
bullet there.
cooked. Yeah, he sure did. Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Uh,
but yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Back to
Sorry.
our.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. 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 That's why I say we're gonna get sidetracked the whole time, and it's
Oh
fine.
yeah.
We're only an hour into the stream or so we're all good. I can potentially. These streams typically last about 3, so we're
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
We'll see how long we go. I also forgot to bring my contact solution to the net cafe, so struggling with having my contacts still in. I have to
Drying
wait.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're drying out. Yeah, I guess the trains are running now, so I can go home at some point. But for now, we're chilling in the net cafe streaming. This is actually really fun. I'm digging this. This is way better than when I streamed in my hotel.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. So, okay. So basically, like, I mean, we can like kind of look at some of these things here. So this is the background editor, right? So it has this data type that says it is a data type of background editor view model, right? Um, and so like, and the other thing is that it has this name of background editor view, right? Like that's the other thing that's possible. Hey, you know what? Actually, let's test something well. Oops. I don't know what I just did. If I do that, does it break everything?
Oh.
Let's find out. I don't know. It might. Um. Oh wait, I didn't change the class name, did I?
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say it's gonna.
It's
Just.
gonna be fine because I didn't
I,
change the. Yeah, I didn't change the class name. Okay, let me change the class name. 1 second.
yeah.
Okay. Let me finish. Let the build finished, I guess, first, and then I'll change the class name, and then we'll see. Because like if it's the class name that I can work with, right? Like that's fine. If it finds if Avalonia I feel like might have something that like if it's given like a data context of some sort, right? Like then it like looks for a particular class name if it doesn't
Yeah.
have the content template, right? That would
Maybe.
make
I mean, that's some interesting magic.
Yeah, it would be
going on
interesting
for
magic for
sure
sure.
with that.
But like I think that's something that's like maybe possible. So let's see. I haven't made any other changes, right? Get status. Oh, I made a bunch of changes. Oh, but the
Yeah.
changes are all because I renamed the file and shit. Okay, yeah. We're fine.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
see,
did
yeah,
the
there's the
refactor, didn't
compile
we?
update and all that stuff. Yeah, okay, we're fine. I'll just be able to do a git
Okay.
reset after this. Um, uh, so yeah, so we've got Avalonia popping up here. So theoretically, what we should expect here, if my theory, if that is like correct, this is fully reverse engineering. Like I could read documentation, but who wants to do that?
Avalonia.
Yeah, exactly. We're
Yeah.
gonna reverse engineer Avalonia instead.
Does it
Um,
have big documentation
Avalonia?
on the Tabalonia?
Oh,
Tabalonia
Tabalonia.
itself on
Tabalonia
that.
does not have documentation. No, but I was saying like Avalonia, like the
Okay.
content, like
Oh
Avalonia is the
sure,
thing that
yeah.
has the content presenter and the content templates and all that stuff, right? So like theoretically,
Yeah.
Tabalonia is just using Avalonia, right? Like it's not an
Right.
extension of Avalonia. It's just like some
Yeah,
implementation
okay.
of a control, right? So it uses all the stuff in Avalonia. It just like has like a nice little feature for us, basically. Um, so theoretically, yay! Not found. Serial loops.views.editors.background
Oh,
editor view.
it gives a really specific error as well. That's very
Yes.
interesting that it actually draws a label in there.
Yeah. So
That's
this is a
very
tab.
interesting.
Actually, this is very interesting. So I wonder maybe this is a Tabalonia thing. Let's look for not found in Tabalonia. Not found. Something.
Oh no, no.
Oh no, that's an element not found on style. That's something different. Okay. Um, maybe we can just search for like view question mark. Can I do something
Ooh,
with
should we
that?
try a new label or something,
Ooh,
or
yeah,
like
yeah,
or like
maybe
a
text block maybe is what it's called, right?
yeah.
Text block, I think. Binding simple. Oh, simple content. No, that's a README, so no. Text block in here. This is in the content presenter.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it has
Maybe
the
it's
font
in
family and
Content
size.
Presenter.
It
Maybe it's something
could
within
be.
Content Presenter that it falls back to an
Yeah,
error message or something with that. It's interesting.
yeah. So it doesn't look like it's part of Tabalonia. Here, let's search. Maybe we can search the Avalonia code base. Like, see if it's something in Avalonia
Oh
that does
god, do you
this.
have that on your
I don't have it on my
on
machine,
Visual
but I have it
Studio?
on GitHub.
Oh
Um,
yeah, the new slash search. Yeah, right.
yeah,
Got it
no,
here.
it's great. New, sir? It is fully several years old at this
Well, it's
point.
been a year, hasn't it? It's been a
I
year.
think
Is it
it's been a
several?
couple years. Several, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like we had it when I was on my old team at work, because I was working in GitHub at that point, on that. Not a Hierarchy Club. Avalonia UI Avalonia. So yeah, you can do a couple different kinds of search, but yeah, you can do slash search or you can just click that. But we're just gonna search not found, and see if something pops up in here. Not found, not found, not found.
Should
Let's
be
search
not
for.
found colon.
Yeah, let's search for. Yeah, maybe we can just search specifically for that because there's like 45 results here. So let's just do
It might be localized. It might be in a
not found
localized.
key. Key not found. That's different. Yeah, it could be localized. You're right. Yeah, not found with a capitalized thing. So that's not this.
Yeah.
I mean, that text has to come from somewhere, man. Um,
Unless it's like creating a text box to raise and to show an exception which has localization with not found, and then I don't
yeah,
know if that's the case.
it's possible. There's also like a possibility that it's just like displaying an exception. And like
Right,
the
yes,
exception
that's what I
is
mean.
yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Try not maybe. Let's have a look at content presenter specifically. Should we?
Oh, good
Because I think
idea.
that's the key.
Content presenter. You're so right. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, content
Yeah, there
presenter.
you go. It
Um,
might have a throw an exception here or something if it's not found in
yeah,
the
exactly.
implementation anyway. That's
Uh,
just the interface for
not
listings.
found. Maybe. Not found. No. Content. So let's do content template's gonna be in here somewhere. Yeah, content template. So it's just a style property thing. Okay, so let's go down maybe and see if we can. Yeah, let's keep searching content template, I guess, because that's what I think it is. Maybe.
What's in that class?
The content template. So iData template maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll see. iData template. So I can do eSearch, right? Yeah, iData template. Yeah, that one. That is just an interface solely. But we can do iTemplate, I guess, is what it inherits from, which is just object build.
Styling. I think this is styling.
The styling.
Mainly,
you're right.
It?
Yeah. So we've got this is all just property stuff. We have content
template class.
Rather than like the
interface.
Yeah, rather than the interface. Yeah, it's a good idea. Okay, wait.
Combine it.
Template.
Can you click on?
Oh, can I click on? Where are you thinking?
On the there's like a getter or setter, wasn't there for it?
Oh, was there? Okay, let's see. Up here. So that is a style property iData template. It looks like.
Oh.
So it's not a specific content.
Okay.
Yeah, we have like content presenter, we have items presenter, and we have text presenter. So we got a lot of options in here.
Is it the case perhaps that it will try and resolve a content template and automatically create that, else it will return a text presenter?
That is very possible.
With that.
That is very, very possible.
Like, where does it create a text presenter in this code base?
That is a good question. So we have text presenter. You know what? Maybe we should clone Avalonia. Search for the symbol. Okay. So we've got text presenter in our text box. A lot of text presenters. That makes sense. That's mostly just text box. So let's look at content presenter too and see where it's used in the database, or in the repo rather. So we got scroll content presenter inherits from it. This is a tab control built into. Oh yeah, because there's another tab control in Avalonia. There's that one that's not as good as or it's good for some things, but not good for the thing that we want to do. The document tabs. So let's see. I mean, like, here actually also I'm gonna check out the scenario branch again. Get status rm source / serial loops / views / editor. Oh wait, we have a view locator class. Did I make that view locator class?
I don't remember.
I just saw that as I was doing this. I don't remember making this class at all. But does it do something? Do I need to search my code base?
Maybe.
I have a view locator.
Did we search ours for not found?
Not found. Oh. There it is. New text block not found. Did I write this? I wrote this. It says I wrote this. A month ago. So this is... I mean, like, did I actually write this? This doesn't look like something I would write. I wouldn't capitalize an F.
You copy and paste this?
Probably copy and pasted it. So yeah, definitely. So it does get type full name replace view model with view.
Okay.
String comparison
very
ordinal.
Interesting.
Var type.get name.
So this looks up by class, doesn't it?
Yes.
Look, you have an activator that creates an instance of a class by name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
to type by name. That's very interesting. That's a bit
Yeah,
of C-sharp reflection.
it's
Whatever.
very reflection-y. It's very nice that way. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, so this is a little view locator. So that's how this works. So do I need to how do I use this? Um local view locator. It's in the app template itself. So this is like the data template, local view locator. Um so this is actually used at the app level. So in theory, if I so what we're gonna try to do real quick is we're gonna try to get this to work in the scenario editor, I think, first, real quick. Because I don't have to write the whole thing from scratch, right? So if we can prove that this view model view thing will work,
Okay. Yeah.
in the scenario editor, then we can do the reverse of what you described doing, which was copying my script editor stuff to make the scenario editor, and we can instead copy scenario editor stuff to make the script editor. I think that might be a good way of doing things. I don't know for sure, but I think that might be a good way of doing things. Um, yeah. My last stream, I think YouTube decided to promote it for some reason. I got up to like 120 views on it or something. It's really weird.
Whoa.
Like
Okay.
for a weird programming screen. We're up to 20 views right now is what made me think of that. Which is
Oh,
like
nice.
also
Alright.
not terrible, honestly. It's like pretty good for this kind of stream from a guy with 41
Yeah.
subscribers. How many subscribers do I have? I think I have 41. Might have 42 now. I had a guy. I might. If I have 42, I know how I got my most recent subscriber. Um, yeah, you can see what I watch on YouTube. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what I'm watching over here.
I don't know.
Um,
How many subscribers do I have?
you have one over a
Check
thousand.
that.
You have like 1.2K or something, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Wow. I've got
Oh
2,200.
yeah,
Okay.
2,200 now. Yeah, yeah. Your videos
Yeah.
have
That
like
people subscribe from that
incredible.
video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have. Oh wait, this says that I have. Oh no, this is from the last one. Yeah, 112 views. Yeah. So I have 45 subscribers. Wow, that's more than I thought. 14 in the last 28 days.
Nice.
So one of them, I don't know if it was the most recent now, I guess, but one of the most recent ones was a guy who sat next to me on the Shinkansen coming back from
Nice.
Nagoya, and he just started talking to me, and he was like, "Oh, what are you into?" Blah blah blah, and I like showed him the stuff I was working on, which was serial loops shit,
Japanese
basically.
guy or a
Japanese guy.
foreigner?
Yeah, Japanese guy. So
Nice.
I tried to explain all of this in Japanese, so hopefully he got it. Um, he seemed to. He was like really excited to subscribe to my channel, and he subscribed to the Haruhi channel
Ah,
too. He subscribed to both.
love it.
Yeah, he was like pretty hype
Amazing.
about it, honestly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
so cool.
yeah. So also here is the video that is coming up. Um,
Yeah, I was
title
gonna ask
pending.
you, when's the release date? When's the
The
release date?
release date is likely September 14th, I think is what I want to target. Let's see what the
Hmm.
calendar looks like here. Um, so yeah, September 14th or 15th is what I was thinking. So the reason for that
Will I
is
be
like,
away?
oh, I get back. I'm away
Okay.
right
No,
now.
I might be away. I might be away on a business trip in that
A
week. But
business
I
trip?
know I might be.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you're a real working man now.
Yeah, I'm gonna Germany.
Incredible.
um. Yeah. No. Uh. Great. No. Awesome. I think I'll be back
Yeah.
before then. Actually.
Okay, cool, cool,
No,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, so I get back from Japan on the 12th of September.
Nice.
And for this video here, I have to re-record some sections. So here I will actually there's a couple of things I'm doing. So one is I have to re-record some sections of it. Um, because I had some lines that I didn't like and some details I wanted to add. So I'm going to re-record some things and make it look better. Like I just had some line reads I didn't like, stuff like that. Watching it back. And so I'm going to re-record a couple of sections, and then I have to record some more footage for it. And then the last thing that I'm doing is I've been working with my Japanese teacher to add Japanese subtitles for the video.
Oh,
so that
that's
you
so
can
cool.
see.
That's such a really,
Yeah,
really good idea.
yeah. So I've written a bunch of. Ooh, not like that. That looks bad. So I have written a bunch of Japanese subtitles so far. I've actually translated quite a bit of it, a bit of the script into Japanese. This is the point where it's now we're in the danger zone, because I did these on my own after the lesson, so I'm probably wrong. Um, so not too bad, honestly, on the whole.
Spoilers.
Yeah, yeah, pointers, yeah. But yeah, so we've got pretty good. So anyway, the point is that my Japanese
Very looking
friends will
forward
be
to
able to
this.
watch the video when it comes out. So that will be awesome. I'm excited. I'm gonna send it to
Very
all of
cool.
them, and maybe it will
Very
do
cool.
well in Japan. You know, like sort of.
Yeah.
There's various
I'll
American artists who do well in Japan. I know. So.
I'll make sure to repost that on my YouTube page or whatever.
Ooh, thank
Get
you.
the word out.
Yeah, if you want, I would be happy to translate some of your videos into Japanese as well. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, if you want a
Um,
challenge, I can send you the old script.
yeah, please do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Fuyuko just messaged me and said, Wasn't Will a college student? Not anymore.
Was. Fuki, you make me feel old.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you young motherfucker.
Am I not allowed to use that one yet? How many
You're
years I gotta
not.
wait?
I am fully turning
Uh,
30 next year. I turn 30 in
oh
January. I turn 30 years old in
God.
January. Yeah.
You're were you like shocked when I told you how old I was or something? I can't even remember who was like
I
genuinely shocked.
I think
I
I
remember that.
was because you're like a fucking
Yeah.
savant, like is what you are. You're like a little prodigy at what you do.
Nah.
Yeah, like actually, you're very good at what you do, and so I was surprised that you were as good as you are at your age. That was what I was. That's what surprised me, I
Okay.
think. Not to
Well, that's
not
very
to
kind.
like
No, I
not
mean,
to like gas you up on stream or anything, but that's actually
not that I mind.
yeah, exactly, yeah. That is actually how
No,
I
no.
felt. Yeah. Um.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's get back into this a little bit. Not that we're like going a little bit off track, but okay. So we have, okay. So I have this thing here. I have this scenario. Scenario. So okay. The path is, scenario command editor view.
Hmm.
And then up here, I have scenario command editor view model, right? So that should, let's just double check that I didn't like type something wrong. Yeah, that should be correct, right? That theoretically should work with this view locator thing, to do what we want it to do.
We should look up the class by name, and then we should be able
Yeah.
to use that, repurpose that for this purpose.
Yeah, exactly. I think it should work because it does it. It's not specific to Avalonia. That view locator works for the entire application. Like it's in the whole application for how this works. So I think what's happening is the view locator is specifically designed to find, hey, I have a view model. What view should I display for this view model? Like, there's two ways of doing it in Avalonia, I guess. One is to give the view model or give the view a view model, and the other is to give
Right.
a view model, and then it goes and looks up the view, basically. Like, so giving the view a view model is setting the data context, and then the reverse apparently is something that you can like pass in some sort of view model thing, and then it looks up a view as a result. Don't know exactly how that works, but that's the gist of it. Which I mean, like, yeah, I should go back and look at this editor tabs code, because like all that's happening here is it's adding these editor view models to an observable collection, right? Like that's all that's happening basically. Like tabs is an observable is an observable collection.
Yeah. And that observable collection has stuff to update the bindings or whatever.
Yes.
All the events.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it's just an observable collection that it's adding to. So I have over here I have my scenario command editor, which just says test. Let's make it say, hello, I am truly named Will.
Mm.
Pretty mysterious there. And then we have our view model for it, our scenario command editor view model, which has this string test that says, hi, um, actually, fuck off, I'm Jonko. Okay, and
Okay, and
so
then
yeah,
I get
and
it. Yeah, yeah. So that
yeah,
should.
so there should be
Okay.
something happening here, right? So theoretically, when I go into the scenario editor view model, and I have the scenario editor view here, um, so theoretically, what should happen here is if I have this. So what I have currently working is I have this list box that is binds selected command and binds commands for its item source.
Okay, it's just a list box. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So the list box has this observable collection of pretty scenario commands, and then the selected command does some stuff that I did. This is all. I don't know if this is even good code. I have no idea. I'm just writing stuff at this point. But basically, then like has this current command view model that when you set the selected command, it also sets the current command view model. And so the idea I had was that I'm going to set the current command view model every time the selection changes automatically. Um, right? Like, does that make sense? Um,
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh
And so then the content presenter, I don't know what to bind it with, I guess. Maybe like content templates?
mm,
Like I don't know, right?
oh,
Like maybe that, I don't know. And then like can I do X data type? Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Because this I have this content template down here. So I have data type of this, right? So like
well, yeah, okay.
hmm, maybe can I do this? Wait, one
Can you
second,
get rid of the content template and will that just automatically bind to? Yeah.
I could try
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one
Keep
second. Let me
keep
try
doing what you're doing.
this. Yeah, let me try. Let's try. uh, So yeah, we have data type. Let's try content equals binding. Current. No. Select. What was it? Current. Oh, now it's a data type of a different data type, so I can't. Oh wait, no, I can't. I can do
Uh,
binding.
still false equivalent.
Parent binding. Wait, no. What just happened when I did that? Binding. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, binding parent dot
Oh,
parent. Oh God, how do you do this again? I
parent
did this
open
before.
bracket.
Yeah. So parent. I did this somewhere else. So let me just look up real quick. Yeah, parent.
Oh God.
Um.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know you could reference objects outside of the scope like that. That's very interesting.
Yes, it
God,
is.
the rabbit hole runs deep with the
It's
XAML.
it's very powerful. It's very weird, but very powerful. So do I have to define a local scope? Is that something I have to do? Yes, I do. Okay, so I have to give it a local scope name.
Yeah, so then it
Um,
can read
yeah,
from the.
exactly. So
There's a
that is here, I guess. XMLS local equals using serial loops dot view no views dot editors. Yes. Um. Local. Wait, no. It's parent. I don't have to do that because it's a parent is a content presenter, not the hack, not the editor itself. Um, so I can take that out again. So I should be able to do parent content presenter maybe. Yes. Dot. And then I can do. I should just be able to do dot. Oh, or do I have to do something? Oh, I might have to do something weird here. One second. I'm thinking.
He's thinking.
Yes. Watch out, guys. He's thinking. Here, 1 second. I've got another trick up my sleeve, which is to look
Oh,
at
he's looking
this.
at. Yeah.
Um. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. We can make this work. So yeah. So this binds to tabs control, right? And tabs control has this close item command that is part of the view model, I'm pretty sure. So I should be able to reference something in the view model from this. So that means I should be able to do um what was it again? Um selected command. Yeah, selected command, right? No, no, no. Current command view model is what I want to bind it to. So dot current command view model, close binding. I don't know if that will work, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. Um, yeah, I have no idea, man. Like maybe this will do a thing. Who knows?
Compile and pray. I mean, I.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. There were
interesting.
build errors. There were build errors. So I mean that's helpful. That's good so
Oh,
far. I love a
yeah.
good build error. Unable to resolve. Oh,
Let's do
okay. Can't.
compile checks on the XAML.
Yeah, it does do compile checks on the XAMLs. Yeah. Okay. So it was not able to resolve that property on it. So you can't reference the view model, I guess. So in that case, what if we
Interesting.
tried? What if we tried? Mm, how should I do this? What if we try doing VM scenario editor view model? Can I do that? Will that actually work? That
Oh
would be
my
really funny
god.
if that would work. That would be amazing if this works. I don't think it will, but like
Can you?
you never know.
Can you? Uh,
Okay, no, no, no. Oh, right, because it's not the content. I might have to do the local thing because the obviously the content presenter doesn't have that, right? Like obviously it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Sorry, sorry.
yeah,
Backing
no,
up,
it
backing
wouldn't.
up.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah, yeah. It doesn't have that property. So we have to do using or sorry, xm local equals using serial loops dot views dot editors, and then we can do um, local scenario. Oh, I have to. I doesn't know about that yet. I guess local scenario. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's try that. Maybe that will work. I have no idea. I'm just trying shit. Yeah. Okay. No.
No.
Didn't work. And yeah, same thing. I can't find that thing on it. Okay. So, I mean, can I do this? Is gonna be stupid, but can I do this? Can I do that? That would be dumb. Yeah, no, okay. It can't resolve that obviously because like it doesn't know what the data context is going to be on it, right? Yeah, on object it can't resolve that. That makes sense. Um, so okay, so then how does this work? Is the tabs control so tabs control is a it has a command built into the code behind presumably as opposed to the view model. Tab it. Because here's tabs
Mm,
control, so it has because this itself
hmm.
does not have XAML, so it must have in here a command of some kind. Yeah, there is its commands. Yeah, so it has commands built into the code behind as opposed to the view model. Um, so that's how that works. So maybe I mean, there's got to be a way to do this though, right? Like, I can probably
God.
do another element, maybe. Um,
Can you?
mm, what about self?
Can you? Can
Content.
you not make a tag up top that references it?
Like, maybe give this a name,
Yeah, up
maybe.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, or
name
like
equals.
yeah. I don't know if that
scenario.
works. I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, you can do that, and then you can do binding scenario editor dot something.
Yeah, maybe.
Um, yeah, but I don't think I can. It's again the problem of like I don't think I can reference the specific items in the data context is the problem.
Right.
Yeah, so that's where it becomes an issue. I mean, like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just see what happens if I do this. Like,
Yeah, go on.
I have to bind it somehow. Maybe I can do
Well, try the thing you were trying earlier, or whatever it was. Maybe. Uh,
content equals binding current that like that maybe. I
yeah, it
don't
might
know.
need to be content template.
Well, content template is defined in here,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it would be
Right, yeah,
content.
no, never mind.
Yeah. I don't know for sure if that'll
Yeah, so that
work.
would bind it. So that would display the
Yeah.
content, and the template would control how to show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that makes sense to me. I don't
It was
know
a
if
build.
that's true. I mean like it could
Oh,
also
it's
be
built. By
yeah,
Jove.
it built successfully. Yeah, for sure. I mean like the thing that I think is going to happen is when we go and select objects, it's just not going to show anything. That's what I think is going to happen
Or it'll
personally.
crash. Or, yeah.
I doubt it will crash. I hope not. Avalonia has actually
I think
been
it'd be
really
really,
good.
really funny if it works.
Yeah, it would be extremely funny if it works. That's very true. I would be over the moon, honestly. The last stream that I did Will, I literally spent like 2 hours of a 3 hour stream trying to figure out why something wasn't displaying, and it was because I didn't extend the view model class. That was the whole
I
thing.
see.
I had a view model and I didn't extend view model base. And
Hmm.
that was why it wasn't updating when I was doing stuff. And I was like, wow, I just spent 2 hours of my 3 hour stream doing this. Incredible.
Yeah, I see.
So yeah, see, like, so just
No.
nothing. And we can verify a couple of things, right? So we
Okay.
can go in here and we can see,
Create a breakpoint.
yeah, we can breakpoint on the setters here, and you can see, yep, it is hitting this. And so then this current command view model does have a thing, and it does say, hi, actually, fuck off, I'm Jonko in the test thing. And
Hmm.
so it definitely is a thing. Like, it definitely has something going on, right? So, um, we have that breakpoint set, and we can see that something clearly is happening here. And yet, it's not displaying any information in that section. I'm pretty sure, and I did grid column one. Here, you know what? One second. Um, what if I do text block hi? Oh, why is that giving me an error? Oh, what if I do text block text equals hi? Okay.
Might work. Although, will it populate the content template if it doesn't have a content populated? I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably.
So first of all, it says unable to find. Oh, interesting.
What?
So wait, is there stuff I can do here? Can I do okay? So content presenter dot no. It's got to be a data template. Oh shit! Yeah. Da 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 da. Never mind. Okay, one second. Going back to what I had previously. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, and then I can do text block. Hi. Now I can do that. Okay. Because it has to be within a data template. Like the content template is defined by a data template object, so you can't just like put random shit in the content template section. So okay. So now I have this data template in here. So what I'm wondering is, will it show the hi at all now? And I feel like it should, um, based on my understanding of how things work here. But also it might not, and if it doesn't, then that's also interesting, right? Like I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and this is how you program, kids. This is how
What
you
while
write
we wait
code.
for this to load, what do you think is going to be announced tomorrow? I
Oh,
mean,
noon, Japan time.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
that
mean,
that is
they've hyped
yeah,
this up. So
yeah,
the background is that they've announced that there's going to be. They've been tweeting about Endless Eight as they do every year,
yeah,
and they've been
yeah.
hyping it up. And oh, it crashed.
No, it didn't. It broke. It on
Or
the
I hit the
break
break
point.
point. Hit the break point.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
hit the break point.
And it didn't display shit.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah. No, they've been hyping this up. They've been doing the thing they do every year, which is post about
Yeah,
Endless Eight. But they've been doing a lot of posts this year. They've done like one every day through August.
yeah.
At the end they've capped it off with this like they did the normal thing where it's like any other activities, and then they announced boom midday on the 31st, final day of Endless Eight. They're gonna there's a little extra that they're gonna make an announcement.
I
I
yeah. Go ahead.
Here's the thing as well. This has been retweeted by Miss Harano and
That's big.
Sugita.
That's
And
that's hype.
there's been a bunch of other things going on in the background. So there's been like they like performed as like some of the original the performers performed Enos the band in the show.
Yeah.
They do God knows they were doing an event a few weeks ago. So stuff's moving. So naturally, my prediction is that they'll announce a new pachinko machine. Um,
Yeah. I think the new
Again.
novel is very likely. I think the new
Yeah,
novel is very likely.
realistically, yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, I mean, like, I Hirano
So they
retweeting
announced that
it.
it's going to include the already released but stories and a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although maybe that is just because it's big and was very big back in the day and is very famous, and so a new novel, any sort of PR is like, you know, all gets retweeted by them. But who knows? I don't know. It
I
could mean
mean,
nothing. It
does
could be
I
nothing at all. It could be the
usually.
lamest announcement ever. But
Yeah. Does I usually
well,
retweet?
she was out
Like,
of the industry.
yeah, well, no,
She
she's,
was out of the industry for ages.
she was out of the Seiyu industry. She was doing theater stuff for years.
Yeah, yeah. Then she did Akiba Maid War a couple years ago, didn't she?
Yeah.
And then she just done a few other things here and there.
Yeah, she just gets
But
harassed
like,
like crazy, like all the time. Is the
yeah,
thing
because of that
because of
basis
the
thing,
fucking
isn't it?
losers? Yeah. Um.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No,
So.
I think she. Well, she. Here's the thing with that though. She did the Nagato Yuki role for many
Yeah.
years
True. True.
after
True.
I heard the role, so I don't know. But yeah, I really don't know what to expect. And if they announce some
Yeah.
sort of anime, then it'd be astonishing, wouldn't it?
It would
Cartwheels down the
be.
road.
I mean, like that's like. I mean, it's not unprecedented. Hataraku Mao-sama got a reboot. However many
Oh
years
God, you
later, or
seen
not
that
a
though?
reboot.
You seen that reboot? Oh,
Uh,
the second season.
Second season rather. Yeah. No, I haven't. Seen it.
It's not very good,
Is it
unfortunately.
terrible? Okay.
The quality, the animation quality is not very good, and I think the original source material and this stopped being good kind of when they finished the adaptation as well. So,
Mm.
but it's not a very good season in terms of animation quality or
Damn. Well,
action or whatever.
yeah, I mean, hey, maybe, but it would be KyoAni doing it, so like,
Well, would it? I don't
if
know.
well, if it's a third season of actual Haruhi, like if it's an actual third season of Haruhi, it would be KyoAni doing it. Like, I'm
What
not
does it
interested.
have to be though? Does it
It
have to
doesn't.
be though?
It
Is
doesn't
it?
have to be like they could. I don't think KyoAni has the rights to Haruhi, right? Like, but like,
No, it's
yeah,
Kadokawa. So my point is that
yeah.
wouldn't Kadokawa go with someone like Doba Kobo who did,
Did Disappearance of
Alia
Narugi.
or I don't
Yeah.
Shinaka. Well, like, cause they own them. They own Doba Kobo, don't they? So, like,
Oh, yeah,
but
true.
I'd be so disappointed. Although at the same time, yeah, you don't have. They're not. Could be Kyoani. I mean, they're not doing it. They haven't. They're not. They've since they finished um Euphonium. They're doing nothing. They haven't announced anything. So no one knows.
Yeah,
Um,
let's see. KyoAni, I mean, like, what have they done since then? Let's see. So, yeah, I guess they have this TBA one here 20 Seiki Denki
so that's
Mokuroku.
that's
Yeah,
the 20th Century Electric catalog, I think, and then they announced
yeah.
it like in 2015 or something, and did nothing with it.
Oh, well, there
It's
you go.
based on like the light novel or something. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's 2018. Just nothing's come of it in
Okay, well, there you
6 years.
go.
So I guess they could do that, but I don't know.
But probably not then.
Well,
yeah, I guess nothing after 2024, huh? Yeah, that's weird. It's very, very weird. Um,
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? So
yeah,
who knows?
yeah. I don't. That's for sure. Um, my
It could be
friends,
them.
yeah, my friend's favorite Japanese animation. One of my Japanese friends, their favorite Japanese animation is Nichijou.
Oh yeah,
Which is good
that's
taste,
great.
I think. Yeah, very good taste.
I
Their
got it on my
favorite.
shelf. Great show.
Oh yeah, no, it's very good. Their favorite, their favorite Western animation is Steven Universe. Their favorite Japanese one is Nichijou, and their favorite overall is a Soviet stop motion animation called Cheburashka. I don't know if you've ever
Oh,
heard
I've
of
heard
it.
of it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have heard of that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's adorable. I've seen it now, and it is absolutely adorable. I can understand why that would be up there for your favorites. You know what I mean? It's very well done.
Yeah.
Um,
For me, what's my favorite animation? Full stop. Guess Wally. So the Pixar's are really good.
yeah, Pixar's are all really
Uh,
good. Yeah,
I like Mulan. It's a good
Mulan's very
Disney.
good. Good Disney one. Yeah,
I mean the Ghibli's are amazing. Whisper of the Heart's fantastic.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I like Spirited Away. It's a classic. Not so hot on How. Um,
That's fair.
yeah, I mean, but apart from that, some fantastic anime.
Yeah,
Funny, I've got a lot of them. Clannad After Story, I believe.
yeah, yeah.
Harry, obviously, Disappearance of Harry is just an astonishing film.
Oh, I think that's probably my favorite, honestly,
Yeah,
of anything.
very real. I have a friend who's been watching Harry, and I've finally got him up to Disappearance, and I say, man, we got to watch it together. It's the most unbelievable. You never seen anything like it.
Yeah,
3 hours long of
it's
pure
just pure, just it's
brilliance.
incredible. Like, I don't know, like
It's Kino.
Disappearance.
It's great.
Yeah, it is Kino, man. I had to look up what Kino was when he kept saying it, but like, yeah, it's super Kino. Yeah, I don't even know. That's not a boomer thing. I don't think that's like me being old. I think that's like purely like I think that's a dialect thing. I think it's a dialect thing. It's not actually. It's from 4chan, isn't it? It's from fucking 4chan. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh
It's a boomer thing.
It's a boomer thing. God damn it. Oh man. Fuck.
Everything's from 4chan there if you look hard enough.
Yeah, true. Not everything. There's a lot of Twitter originals and all that kind of stuff. TikTok originals, especially now.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Now that's a boomer thing for me. I don't do TikTok, man.
Oh my
scares
god.
me, that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. They all say that, and then do you do Instagram reels?
Well, I do, but yeah.
See, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Fucking called out.
Oh, God.
Got you instantly.
Yeah. I thought.
Yeah.
Man, it's nothing's showing up, isn't it? It's too shy today, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't want to come out.
It's okay. I'm
not sure. It's some strange magic.
Yeah. I mean, like, so data context is probably wrong, but
could we try and like copy the tab control class and just hide the thing that renders the tab control and instead do that ourselves?
We can try. So, like, do you mean from Avalonia, or do you mean the editor tabs class in here?
From Avalonia, but I guess we could just either one works, right?
Yeah.
And then what I'm saying is that we just remove the part of the tab template that renders the actual tab display, so we just have the content part.
Well, for that, we don't even necessarily need anything special. We can just do, rather than a content presenter, right? We can do like an items collection type of thing, right? Like, right?
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe not. So the only issue, I think your idea is like that would work probably, but my only issue with it is the potential overhead of having to like.
Yeah,
it's gonna be. It's because it's whatever it is. It's gonna be a list of items, right? We're gonna be adding and removing. I don't know. Maybe we might end up doing that. We might end up doing that, honestly. But like, I want to try a couple other things.
Well,
see what I
mean?
Yeah. I don't even know. So I've got data context. I mean, like, what else can I do in here? I don't know. Not context menu, obviously. I got content template. I mean, like, we can look at some of this other stuff in here. Um, like, I just don't know is the thing. That's what's it's very yeah, I don't know. Like, and the other thing that's not helpful is like it's bound to like the template binding, you know?
Mhm.
Which is just deeply unhelpful. I mean, like it's good for it. I'm sure this is correct, obviously, for what it's doing, but like it just means that like it's kicking the can down the road, and so it doesn't help me figure out. Well, actually, you know what? This is in trying times. In trying times, we go to GitHub and we search what other people have done.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's just search content presenter. Let's just see. Oh wait, not on Avalonia. Whoops.
But yeah.
Let's search content presenter. Let's specifically
Is there
search.
documentation for content presenter?
Yeah, but it wasn't very helpful.
Oh.
Content presenter, content template, and we're gonna do C sharp. And honestly, if we find stuff that's like, also, hey, well, that's Avalonia right here. This is better combo box.cs.
Interesting. So
He's setting a template here. So he's got a selection box item template is what the fuck is that? What does that
doing?
do? What does that
What is
do?
that? Yeah, what is open curly
In
bracket close curly bracket template? What the hell? That's some
how does
weird
that
pattern. That's
yeah.
some weird LINQ stuff going on or something.
I don't even think
Yeah.
that's Link, man. That's just like straight up black magic. I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like that in C sharp before.
You give me that and I think I wouldn't compile.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd be like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this? Okay, wait.
Okay.
C sharp curly braces type, I guess. That's not
Well, that's
it.
giving you string formatting, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Let's try Google. Let's see. Curly braces in C sharp. No, I don't give a shit about that. Oh wait,
Oh,
no. Was that it? Was
well,
that it?
yeah.
Yeah, person is blah. Means in
So you
this
can make
context,
him. Is it a pattern match?
pattern match for is not null. It's literally just null check. Why would they do that? I'm gonna go yell at someone.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Is
it's just
not
a is
null
it
template. Yeah. It's just object.
okay? Well, that's really bad syntax.
Yeah, I don't like
That's a
it.
yeah. Neither do I.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, so anyway, okay, so they have this name scope find content control content presenter. So that's just like finding it within the thingy. And so this is in some sort of just like regular C sharp class. And so then they set the template to so they have selection box item template here, which is an iData template. And when they get it, they get this one here, which is also iData template, and they set and raise to so they just this is just making it reactive. Um, and so they are dealing with this iData template here, which we know about a little bit. So okay, that I mean, sure, fine, this is interesting, but I'm gonna come back to it. Let's see what else we have in here. I'm particularly interested in seeing if they have some XAML. Or did I make it so that everything has to be .cs when I hit C sharp? I might have done that. Oh, we get some Chinese comments here. That's fun. I always love seeing
Nice.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, GitHub's not banned in China, right? I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh no! One of my favorite things for my Minecraft work is when I push an update and within like 3 hours someone comes over with the big pull request on my lap with the Chinese versions of everything I've just done.
I
And
also
then some,
actually adore
then
that.
a few days And a few days later, someone then comes in with the traditional Chinese version, sorry, the simplified
Yes.
Chinese version. What I've just done. It's great.
Yeah, that's
Um,
really great. Actually, I do love that. I love the whole like it. There's nothing more delightful than like getting someone looking at something that you're doing. Like someone like actually cares about what you're working on.
yeah.
Make content depend on content template.
What?
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Um, okay, no,
Because there
this
was a mem
this,
leak
this
and all
actually
that
makes
stuff.
sense. Yeah, this makes sense. I understand what's happening here. I think. So that's fine. Um, yeah. So we have to make this a data template. So here's the issue. I think I kind of get
Hmm.
what's going on here. So this has to be a data template. This content template has to be a data template, right? Um, but the content that we're binding to it has to be the object type, right? So wait, is it going to be something really stupid? Am I doing something dumb? Maybe I am. One second. Okay, we're gonna try something real quick, and that is that we're gonna do this equals new. Okay, wow, I can't fucking type right now. Okay, there we go. We're gonna do that equals new, and then we're gonna do data context binding current that. So this way it starts off with a value. Now this could be nothing. But the thing I'm going to test here is that if it's purely like something is going wrong while I'm like setting it like basically hi Funko, thank you so much Anizawa. Hello to you as well.
Hello.
Um I am
How's it going?
uh
Welcome, welcome.
welcome in. Um anyway, I was just saying like I feel like uh there's a possibility that something is going wrong when I'm trying to like change the selected item. Um, and like the thing I think is being reactive is not actually being reactive, right? Like that's a possibility as well. So I want to test that and see if that's the case. And like it's also very possible that it's not the case, but I want to make sure before we move forward that like it's not something really stupid like that. Okay, so it's not. It's not. Okay, cool. So it's something smart then. So let's see. I mean, like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I mean, there's got to be. Okay, so we've got. How do I use a data template? Maybe that's okay. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, let's go in. I'm gonna go back to this and see if we can find some XAML. Oops. Maybe a XAML. No a XAML. Okay. How do you do file type on GitHub search?
Oh god, I don't, I don't know.
Uh, not like
Type
that.
colon maybe?
Extension, maybe.
Is it
Path.
oh, path. Yeah, path. And then your wildcard. Alright,
Yeah, there we
cool.
go. Oh, oh, oh.
Is
Maybe
it without the
content template. Maybe.
is it
Oh, is it
without
the
the
quotes? It's without the
bracket the
quotes. It's
quotes?
without the
Yeah.
quotes. Yeah, it's without the quotes for
Yeah.
sure. You're right. Okay. Content presenter dot content template. Let's see if anyone does this. Okay,
Nice.
cool. We got this. Okay. Yeah, now we're cooking. So a lot of these people are just doing just the data type. And then they're doing
Yeah,
content binding NuGet.
curiously down there they've just got people that just have data template without
Yeah, without anything in
anything.
it. Yeah. And then they have content template binding header.
Header. What is
Yeah.
header?
That is something that is in whatever template they're defining because this is
Right.
yeah. So header. I mean, we can look in here and see. Yeah, so they have content presenter dot header as part of their
Okay.
style. That's in their style
Okay.
selector.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
yeah,
yeah. Okay.
so I mean, like, I'm very interested in this one real quick. I'm going to take a look at that. This
Which
is a
one? It says
document view.
classes. Yeah.
Yeah, so classes is like a specific styling thing. It's like CSS
Okay.
classes is what it's like.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Never mind then. Yeah.
So that's
No.
what
Okay.
that
I see.
is. Content presenter. So yeah, this is style selector again. Okay, so content
Yeah. Yeah.
presenter, we have binding NuGet, content presenter content template. We have a data template that has this UI data type UI NuGet document view model, and then it has all this shit in it.
Okay. Well, that looks like very promising. That. But yeah. But I think that's
Yeah.
how we adapt that to us. I'm not sure.
So yeah. So okay. So the problem that I have is, okay. So this means that it should be content, but we've done this before. We've done content equals this, and we've done data template data type equals that. Um. So okay, let me just look. What is NuGet? This says document view dot axaml. So theoretically, there is going to be a document view. Oh my god, what is this? No offense to this person, but what is this? Why is it like this? Why did you make it like
Yeah.
this? Um,
Interesting.
is there view models in this? Question mark? Or is it all? I mean, there has to be. They're binding things, so.
Uh.
Oh no, this is dot Avalonia, so they have their view models probably somewhere else, right? Like that
Oh,
would be.
right. Oh, that's interesting. That's
They're
interesting.
building it for a couple of different platforms. It looks like.
Rosalind.
Yeah, view
It looks like.
models. And then there was a document view that we were looking at before, right? Yeah, document view model. Okay. So, okay. So this is NuGet. Was what we are looking at. Oh. Binding NuGet. And yet, when I go to the document view model, I don't see NuGet. NuGet document view model. Okay, sure. Binding NuGet. Huh. Weird. Okay. Okay, wait, let's just fuck it. We're just searching. See, the problem is if I search NuGet in this, it's gonna pull up like a billion things. So okay, let me just look at a different one real quick. This is a fruitful search, I think.
Yeah, you found some stuff to cook with.
Yeah, exactly. I like this one that just is binding. I don't know what that's about.
Hmm. Yeah.
Content equals binding.
Yeah. Not sure how that works.
Tag binding template a key async. Yeah. Um. Interesting. So okay. We can keep looking through here. Um. Okay, yeah, so that's not super surprising. Okay, so we have this one here. This is a styles thing again, though. So it's gonna have a template binding, yeah. That's the thing I don't want is template bindings, really. And then we have it's Rosenpad again. Look at this real quick.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. So we have content presenter. Content is binding nothing. Data context. Wait, is that? Can I? That seems really stupid, but let's fuck it. I mean, why not, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
So maybe
It,
because
this would be the funniest thing if it worked.
this would be
I
very
think maybe.
funny. Go ahead.
Do you have to put? Is that where data type goes though in the data template, or is that data template? Does data type not go in the content presenter?
Data type goes in the content presenter, not in the content template. Oh,
That's where
sorry.
I've got it at the minute.
Sorry. Data type goes in that. Data context goes in the presenter. Data type goes in the template.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the template is the thing that has the type, similar to how the control, like the template is basically the data type is the class of the view model for whatever that thing is. Essentially, you can think of it that way. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if this does
probably.
something. Okay. So. Oh my God! It worked. Holy shit! Holy shit! It worked.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
my God. Okay. So I think I know. I think I know why. And it's that you need to have some sort of content here. Like you need to have something here for it to display.
That is dumb.
And so you have to just do a blank binding. You do a blank binding is what I'm pretty sure is happening.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, it is.
That's
I think so.
Dumb.
So, okay, let me see if that's documented.
That person wasn't crazy.
Yeah, no, I was like, that's insane. Why would you do that? But let's see if that is empty binding or something. Oh, empty binding path, maybe. Yeah, this. You can specify data bindings without a path. This binds to the data context of the control itself. There we go.
That's what we're setting with the yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dumb. That's really dumb. That's bad
really
UI
dumb.
design. That's just
like
badly designed, isn't it?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But whatever, it worked.
Okay.
It worked.
It works.
So okay, then can I do? Here's the next question. Can I do this?
Right.
Then,
yeah. Well, does that? Obviously, that won't work. That'll just be blank, won't it? Or do you have something ready to go for that?
I have something ready to go for that.
Okay.
So I have the thing that I have is I have the view that backs this, right? So all I've done is I've defined a data type here.
You cut out there, but okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Sorry about it. Yeah, sorry about it. It's probably because we set our ping to our server to India. If I was in Japan, I wouldn't have cut out. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. No, it's just because I'm on a laptop and it's not very powerful. I'm not using the computer that is built in here, obviously. Yeah. Not built in, but present. So there's two ways that this could work. One is that I have to do this, and the other one is I take out the content template entirely. But I don't think that's the move. I think I want to leave the template in and just do it this way. So we're going to see how this works. And hopefully this does what I want it to do. Nope, it did not. So the next thing I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try taking this out entirely. And I'll leave that in just in case I want to put it back in a second. But this might actually work because this is what we do with the tabs. We don't define the content template, right?
Okay, yeah.
So this is why I'm thinking this might actually work, is that because it looks for a content template.
Being the view model.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks for the content template, can't find it, then says, okay, the data that I have, like the binding that I have is for this view model, so I'm going to go find the view associated with that view model. It's kind of what I'm thinking is what's going to happen. We're going to see if it works. I have no idea if it will or not. But that's my thought, is that's what's going to happen. Like I said, no idea if it will or not, but like that's what I think is going to happen when this loads. This is so fun. We should do this again, by the way. This is great.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that. Yeah, we should do another one.
Yeah, maybe we can even trade off. I don't know.
Stream.
Yeah, we could even trade off or something, or just I don't even know. Yeah, what do you want to? What were you gonna say? Technical stream? You want to do something else, man? You want to play video games? Yes, epic. Look at that.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember from earlier. Oh yes.
Yeah.
But didn't yeah.
Yeah, but I had a
It
property
works.
that I'm not binding. I had a property in there that's
Yeah.
the fuck you. I'm actually named Jonko. That's a property
Yeah,
that I'm not binding.
exactly.
This is the
D-
view, so that's perfect.
Great.
Okay,
Okay,
so we
yeah.
got that working.
Well, that's good. That's what we
Yeah,
want. That's the first
yeah,
step, really, to getting this off the ground.
exactly. So then I can do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and say what you're saying about streaming while I do the next thing that
Oh
I'm
well,
gonna
yeah,
do.
we should do another one. We should do another one. It is getting a little late for me, so I will have to go in a mo.
Yeah,
Um, some other time, absolutely, we'll do this again. Maybe we can talk a bit more about the translation project.
yeah, I would love
Um,
to.
we haven't really had a chance to talk too much about that, and yeah, maybe we can trade it or
Yeah,
something, and
yeah.
we
You
can
can. I could just. Well, I
show the
will.
process.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Actually, I would love to do that. Yeah, I think that the streams are. I like the podcasty vibe of the stream. I
I
like it
do.
better. I like it better than when I was just doing it by myself. Because I mean, I think I'm
Yeah,
fine, but like I think it's better to have someone to bounce off of or whatever.
yeah, is what I was gonna say. Bounce
Yeah.
off.
Whatever I'm
Yeah.
doing. Okay, so
It
this
also
is
means you can take a
beautiful.
break.
Yes, I can. I can stop talking for a little bit and just like hand it off.
Yeah.
This is the best thing that's ever happened that I actually got this working. So that means that basically, so here's my
Great.
plan, Will. Here's my plan. Is so I have this
Great.
scenario command editor view, right? So my
Yeah.
plan is that I'm going to have one for each scenario command, and then I define
Hmm.
each of the things in XAML basically for each command. Not all
Yeah.
of them because some of them don't have parameters or whatever, right? But that's my plan for the script editor as well. Is to have a
Yes.
a view for each thing, and then like those things all get referenced in together. Basically, is the idea. Like they have the single. They all have a data context, and then like they modify that data context, which then gets passed up to the overall script editor, which
Yeah.
does the whole. So that's my plan with it.
Data context. Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah,
see it. I mean, it makes lots of sense. And then we can bind stuff dynamically. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's a solid place to or solid way to do it. And then also that makes it so that basically the commands all end up being like they live in an observable collection, which first of all means that we get for free. We get updating what the commands look like on the side, the previews on the dialogue commands and things like that. That updates for free because it's bound, which is beautiful. Because that was the whole thing that we couldn't do before. Remember in 8.0 was like every time you change the dialogue, it
Yeah.
just keeps the old dialogue or whatever. Yeah,
This is really important because it solves the main issue, which was that the binding with the UI was so tied up with
exactly. Yeah. So
the
we actually can
the
with the
logic of business.
yeah exactly yeah with the binding stuff that we're doing here, we actually separate it out, and it also isolates each command much better, which I think will make copying and pasting much easier. Because every single command now has its own little data object that it passes off to its own little view. And so I think that will make it so that like, hey, you want to like you have an observable collection, you want to do copy and paste. Okay, well you have to get me a fully new object. Like you have to get me a fully new object to pass to this other thing that I'm gonna stick in the collection or whatever. Like I think that will make it a little bit easier to wrap our heads around at least. It might not give it to us for free,
Hmm.
but it should make it easier to wrap our heads around at least. I think. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that a lot. We did not do anything with the script editor.
No, but that's
Yeah,
fine. We laid the groundwork. Maybe that's another
yeah,
stream.
yeah. I'll do script
Yeah.
editor 2 for the next one.
Maybe what we should do is we should do like a dual stream. I should
I would
share my screen
love
and then you can
that.
dual cast or something. I mean,
I would
side by
love
side.
that. I would actually love
Yeah.
that.
We should
Yeah, I mean,
figure
like
something out
yeah, we could do. I could do
in a week
like
or two or something.
I actually I think yeah no this is crop that's fine. I could do like this. I could like shrink it and
Yeah.
like put yours next to it, or we could even do. I bet you that there's like some weird OBS thing we could do where like it
Oh
responds
yeah.
to whoever's volume is louder is like whose screen is showing.
Oh, there's some crazy hookups you can do. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
figure it out. I'll have to figure
Yeah,
it
we can
out.
figure it out. Yeah. The alternative thing, of course, is we can do just the VTuber like Hololive style thing of just everyone streams at the same time, and like you can like
Yeah.
then afterwards go
Um.
and see the fan cuts like super cut of all the different perspectives. They play Among Us. Like, sorry, bad dated reference because the last time I was watching Hololive like a lot was in 2021. Who could see why? But yes. So
Okay.
yeah, I think I don't know. We can figure it out. But I think it would be very fun. But yeah, I think so. We're at 2.5-ish hours, I think now, right?
Yeah. Well, it's probably time to wrap it up,
I think
or well,
so.
at least, yeah.
I think
Well,
so. This
it's
was
been good.
extremely
I mean,
fun.
it's been great talking. Yeah, we'll
Yes.
do some more. I mean, in terms of actual progress, we got one big breakthrough done, and we
Yeah.
discussed a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I think like the thing that we solved was the thing that I was trying to solve. So like that's what
right.
really matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because once
Yeah.
we have that, like, then the next part is like probably just me doing a lot of chatting, like just us chatting while I like sit there and implement every single fucking little
Right. Yeah.
thing,
Yeah. Exactly.
each guy, each
Yeah.
command in the script editor. So I'm gonna finish up the scenario editor is my plan for this.
Okay. Yeah. No, the
And
scenario
I'll
would
have
be good to work on. It's a
yeah,
simplified version of the script editor, basically.
exactly, yeah. So that will help lay the groundwork a lot. That's why I was trying to get it in earlier, and then I was like struggling with that, but we
Sure.
figured it out. And
good.
so yeah, I will get the script or get the scenario editor in rather, and then I will have that PR up, and then maybe I don't know. Let's talk and see when we want to do a stream next.
Yes.
And let's see if we can get any other guests on, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be nice to
That'd be fun.
get some of the other translation or the other people who work on this as well.
Yeah, I would love that personally.
Yeah.
If anyone watching now wants to be a guest,
Yeah.
please mention in the Discord. I see I have 3 concurrent viewers at the moment, so like if one of you 3 people wants to hop in, like let me know. Also, the coming,
it'd be a fun VOD.
Yeah, I think it will be fun. Yeah, I'm excited to do more of these. I actually really like getting other people on from the crew, the club rather. And so, yes, the Haruhi Translation Club, as we say. The Japanese people love that, by the way. Like, when I tell them that that's the name of the club.
That you call it Haruhi.
That we call it Haruhi. They're like, ha ha! They think that's very funny. Yeah, exactly. That's what they do.
Well, the pronunciation. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Yeah, they enjoy that. I'm like, because I have to like kind of do a little explanation that like, oh yeah, that's how an American would like pronounce it if they didn't know anything about Japanese, And
I've always called it Haruhi, like ha, but
Haruhi,
Haruhi, like that.
Yeah, Haruhi.
Yeah, Haruhi. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. In the American trailers, like, have you seen the Animax Asia dub of Haruhi? You look up here. Let me send this to you. This is
okay.
This is very funny.
Should I play it on stream?
Well, yeah. Go on then.
Okay. Send me.
Hang on.
Yeah, again, you get to see my lovely YouTube recommendations based on what I watch. A lot of it is this girl who plays the recorders with her nostrils. She plays 2 recorders at the same time with her nostrils.
That's amazing.
It's actually great. So this one's called Yoaso. So you read this character.
Yoasobi.
Yeah, so it's Yoasobi, but you read the
Yoasobi.
So Yoasobi means nightlife, by the way, in case you didn't know that. But this B here, this character is nose. That character is nose, but it's red B. In this case. So yeah, so it's
B and then B as in nose.
Nose, yeah, exactly.
I get it. It's bilingual as well. It's a pun.
Yeah, exactly. A little kanji
Oasis
pun.
Wonderwall Hello Kitty guitar.
So here you go. Ready for this? It's incredible. It's like, I don't even care. I'm gonna watch this whole thing. And then she does 2. Here she goes. She's gonna go off.
Oh my god.
Literally harmonizing. It's insane.
Bread? She made it.
incredible. It's
Yeah.
it's art is what it is. It is the best
Your
thing.
YouTube
Anyway.
recommendations are
Okay,
great.
sorry. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, this is that's not even like just random recommendation. That is just I watch that. That's just what I watch on this account. I don't know why I did
Yeah,
that in the search bar rather than the URL. Oh, it worked anyway though. Okay, whatever.
it does work. Thank you,
Okay,
YouTube.
cool. Cool. That was good. Okay.
This
I think this is
April,
the one.
there's only one girl who
Cool.
can turn your world upside down.
All right, gang, it's time to head out.
Okay.
But in
Okay.
this latest season, she may have gone too far. Dare to hang out with the almighty SOS Brigade leader? Catch the
Oh my
latest
God.
season of The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Right.
Okay, that's the part. Is that
Yeah.
Haruhi
Haruhi
Suzumiya?
says that.
Animax.
Yeah, they completely butcher it. All that trailer, and she says, yeah,
Oh, where can I get the HD VR of this? Okay, sure.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah, yeah. Haruhi
Someone in the Haruhi Discord recently found the archives of all of that. It's great.
Oh my god.
There's like
The
all
like the like
dubs
the
for
main Haruhi Discord, you
Animax
mean?
dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only found they only have a dubbed season 2 as it happens. But
Oh, weird.
because their season 1 they used the Wendy Lee dub, right? The Bang Zoom dub, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
but then the season 2 came out before they had a chance to dub it, so they went there and made their own dub before they could make the Wendy Lee dub for that.
Ah, got it. Okay. Yeah, I was I don't know. I was fully when I was watching Haruhi, I was fully like 13.
Oh yeah, not
because
partially.
yeah, not partially. I was fully 13. And I mean like cuz it came out the first one came out in 2006. I did not watch it in 2006. I watched it in 2007 or 8, and then I watched season 2 as it aired.
Yeah. God, I'm sorry.
Oh, it was incredible. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was
Brilliant.
miserable. I was miserable the entire time of Endo State, the
As-
whole time.
As
intended.
Kyoani intended.
As they
Yeah.
did, and it was when it finally finished, it was euphoric. Like the only I've had like other experiences in media that were like similar to that experience. The only other one that comes off to the top of my head, the only other one that comes to the top of my head, in terms of like a TV show, like giving me that same sense of like, holy shit, it finally happened, is the season finale of Adventure Time when Marceline and Bubblegum finally kiss. Like, it was not expected, and I was like,
Okay.
holy shit, I've been
Yeah, they
watching this
actually
show
did it.
for
Yeah.
10 years, and they actually did it. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I was like, that's the only thing I can think of that's, like, similar to that. But anyway, all right, we're at 2 minutes, 34 seconds. That's a fun little thing for the people at the end of the stream. I hope they enjoy it. Yeah, awesome. Thanks
you,
so much,
everyone.
Will. Yes, thank you everyone for
Yeah.
coming. Thanks so much for being here, Will. I will have you back soon, probably. And like the other people
Yeah.
I would love to get, I would love to get some of the other devs that work on this. I would love to get Exxon, would be very cool if I could get him to do it at some point. Or them to do it at some point. And we could talk like China or something, I don't know. That would be very cool, like Chinese translation stuff.
Ooh.
That could be very interesting, I think. And then I don't know. I think let's see what we can get done, who we can get on. But yeah, let's definitely do this again. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Pleasure,
Awesome.
Jonko. Anytime.
anytime, awesome.
I'll get your
Well,
name right next time.
Thank you so much. You did it right this time too. You're good. Excellent. Perfect.